Welcome back, boxing fans, to the great show with Sean on Boxing. Going live for Mason versus Bell and a top ranked DAZN card. I always like these top ranked cards because you get to see a lot of young up and comers. Top Rank does the best job showcasing and building up young fighters. So obviously, this is just another example of that. And obviously, a few of the guys that they've been spending the last couple of years building up are now champions, Mason and Shushu, right? And then, of course, you got the other young guys on this card that are coming up as well. Example, we just watched Derek Davis, Scooter Davis fight. A lot of people were really hyping him up. But when you look at his resume, you could see that he was in with a bunch of tin cans. I said in the breakdown to this fight that this is the first legitimate opponent he's been in with. So don't expect him to look sensational versus this guy. And he didn't. He didn't. I won't say he got exposed. What this was is what Top Rank does. They put him in with guys who are going to test him, who are going to develop him. He's only 22 years old, and obviously at this point, what they're trying to do is develop the young kid, right? So that hopefully one day he can be where Mason and Shushu are, world champions. And today you saw he was in with a tough, experienced veteran, a guy that he had no chance of knocking out. He never got close to knocking him out. And a guy that kind of showed that he's too flat-footed, right? And is going to struggle against movers, right? So if he's in with any of those slick black defense first type fighters, I mean, you can expect him to be beat because he's just not the style that's going to do well against those kind of guys. But he's young. We'll see what happens. Obviously, when he goes back and looks at this, he's going to really see that there's a lot of things he can continue to work on and develop. And only in fights like this do you actually face the truth, right? Obviously, you got people in your corner who are going to hype you up and give you tons of props. Let's see what he's saying now.
First of all, I want to thank God, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, for having me here. The fight was good. It was fun. It was fun. The guy was tricky, but I think I got to go back to the drawing board, continue to keep going, keep cutting out the ring. Everything is good, though. Keep going back.
What made him so difficult? Does it seem like he was committed to just landing some bitter batter stuff, getting out of the way? What was so tough about him tonight?
I just check the veteran. He know the little trick to the trade, line hold, trying to step around. Little small thing like that. Again, but going, get back to the drawing board, continue to cut the ring off, keep doing what I'm doing. But again, the shot season will continue to keep going. 23 years old, I'm going to continue to keep developing and keep being a real champion.
You've got 8 rounds in each of the last 2 fights where you learned a lot. What do you take away from these experiences?
You just continue to keep working, keep thinking. Your mind got to keep going. You got to keep changing up as you continue to go around. That's the thing that you got to be able to build a world-class level. You got to continue to keep going. That's all.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Cleveland, y'all good. Love y'all, man. Thank y'all.
He reminds me of not quite as elegant as Shushu, but also a very well-spoken young man. And you could see by his approach, right, that he's a reasonable kid, man. He can see that obviously these are developmental fights, and so he didn't look sensational. He didn't look like the next Tank Davis, but what he got out of this was some experience that he can build on. So I look forward to seeing him as his career moves forward with Top Rank. Because Top Rank does a great job building dudes up. I said Top Rank was not going to put him in with some cherry-picked dude who he's going to like walk through. They're going to put him in with a good fighter to test him. And that's exactly what happened. Now, of course, we got the big fights coming up. Tiger Johnson is next. Tiger Johnson's last fight was unbelievable. What a fucking sensational performance. Shushu is stepping up. I don't know if Shushu's stepping up, but Shushu's defending his title. Not against a guy I think is really world class, not even a top 10 fighter at 126 pounds, but nonetheless, there you go. 93 punches landed to 91. Almost the same amount of punches thrown. So it was a very competitive fight. You can say the cards were kind of a little skewed towards the top-ranked fighter, but that's not a surprise. Then we got, of course, Abdullah Mason making his first title defense versus Bell. And Bell is going to be a tough opponent, real long defense-first fighter. He's going to make it difficult for Abdullah Mason to get close to him to let his hands go. And that's what we want to see. See what this kid's got, right? What's up? Salute to the mighty LGBC. Hard Recoil, good morning, fam. Real Talk, turning in on this SOB. Sean on Boxing. What's up, brother, man? What's up, Wayne? Tank Davis, Cuisine. He's not the same kind of fighter as Tank Davis, right? Tank is much more of a, at this point, a skilled boxer, a counter puncher. This kid's going to be much more of a search and destroy type of dude, which actually is better, right? Far more entertaining, a kind of guy that potentially is going to be more of a fan favorite than obviously Tank Davis was. Tank Davis was obviously a skilled fighter, but low volume, right? A guy that obviously entertained when he landed punches, but the rest of the time he took it pretty easy. The same as obviously Deontay Wilder previously. Overall, this card looks pretty good though. I got some McDonald's coming for breakfast today. How much do I owe? Where's the price tag on this shit? Oh, I paid with my app. Never mind. I don't need money. Never forget about John when John said Mason was better than Loma at 12 fights mark. I know. But that's the thing with guys like John. John is just a racist hater, right? John made a video today capping about American, black American, right? Like you can't make a video talking about how Americans don't love black American fighters when you as an American don't love Mexican American fighters, right? Like literally, he just made a video shitting all over fucking Vargas for shouting out his Mexican brothers. Yet, when you listen to black American boxers, they also fucking always cap for the black American as well. So what's the difference? No difference. I'll be back. Food is almost here. Lily. Donk. Cousin. Oh, Bud Crawford's in the house. Look at Bud. Sean Porter got some terrible fucking taste in clothing. Bud Crawford is doing more now in retirement than he did when he was a pro to build up his image. It's ironic, right? Because one of the criticisms towards Bud Crawford is he didn't make much of an effort to become more of a fan favorite. But since obviously the Errol Spence fight and everything else, he's been out there a lot more. He's definitely building up his image, right? In a sense, we can say that. Sean, you gonna wake up early to watch the big games tomorrow? You mean football, England? I don't need to wake up early because where I am, England's going to be playing when I'm at work in the morning. So I think I get to watch the first half at work while I'm prepping. And then hopefully they're winning by then so I don't have to stress when I'm in class with the kids. Where's the little thing here? I got the... Yeah, Canada lost today, 3-0 to Morocco. Not a surprise. But I was hoping we'd do something fantastic. But I'm not surprised. And France ended up winning 1-0, which is kind of surprising, right? Not a very dominant performance from France, but now France versus Morocco. Tomorrow, Brazil-Norway is at 4 a.m. my time, and England-Mexico is 8 o'clock. So by the time I get to work, I can throw it on my my phone and watch it at work for an hour before I have to get bullied by the kids in class. But come on, England! So many people are anti-England. It's crazy. Spain versus Ronaldo is the one I'm most excited about so far. Yeah, that's a great game, but actually good games, right? I mean, England versus Mexico in Mexico City. It's going to be a fucking great game. Then, of course, you have Argentina versus Egypt, Messi versus Salah. Brazil, Norway. It'll be interesting seeing Haaland versus what's his face from Brazil. But yeah, the best game obviously is Portugal, Spain. But even Belgium versus US is going to be a good game. The US could easily win that game, right? They have everything they need to win that game. So uh, it's exciting. You got to love World Cup. The only problem is now because the time of the games in Taiwan is not nearly as much of a thing as it can be at other times. When we've had it in different locations, you've had big screen TVs outside. City Hall played it on their big screen in City Hall with people there. You know, we have a mall, Tiger City, that has a big TV screen there that they would play there. And it was just more of an atmosphere, right? Now, of course, everyone's like slinking out of their house at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to a bar to try to watch the game, or they're just like, you know, watching on the sofa at home by themselves in the dark. It's not quite the same vibe. I think U.S. will walk right through Belgium. They should, but the problem is they lost their striker, right? Because he got red carded, which is obviously not a good thing. That's going to have an impact because who's going to score for them outside of him? Like he's been the most consistent goal scorer on the team, whereas Pulisic, or however you say his name, he's been kind of AWOL. France, Morocco. The streets will burn. Well, fucking in Paris, right? Can you imagine? That's going to be a big game. A lot of Moroccan Frenchmen running around. But yeah, it is what it is. Overall, World Cup is definitely one of the best times of the year. I wish I was in Canada. I'm looking at Vancouver now, and they closed down Granville Street, and they're just going to leave it closed for the whole summer and just really turn it into a party thing. And Vancouver, when the weather is nice, is the best place in North America. It's so great. You got the ocean, you got the mountains, beaches, right? You got a good city that's very safe for the most part, you know. And now you create this very big tourist kind of thing going on. There's nowhere better. And the food culture in Vancouver is unfucking believable. It's 3 a.m. and I need a coffee. 3 a.m. where you are. Oh, or you mean the football game? Yeah. Well, I was going to wake up today at 5 o'clock to go to the bar to watch France play. I'm sort of glad I didn't because I wanted to see like a great performance, but winning 1-0. I just kind of laid in bed, kind of listened to the Canadian-Morocco goal, never actually heard any fucking results. I fell asleep almost instantaneously. I heard a little bit of the French game, the goal I heard, the one goal, and yeah, not much. I want to make sure I was ready to wake up for today. So here we go, Canada, Christopher Guerrero, 5th consecutive 10-round fight versus Tiger Johnson. Tiger Johnson, man, coming off of that last performance, he should be getting a fucking world title fight with Devin Haney, right? Croatia, it's 3 right now. Oh, you guys suffer when it's North America, eh? Jesus. So how do you feel about Hrgović versus Moses Atoma? The fight's still on, right? Because I heard that Moses was just mandated to fight Sanchez for the IBF title. But why is the IBF sanctioning fucking that fight when they know that Moses already has a fight set up with Hrgović, which is a great fight? Really, the winner of that, you could easily just make the IBF champion and have Sanchez fight the winner. Tiger Johnson, when he's not getting beat up by fucking Devin Haney's fucking crew, he's probably 34, 35, Hrgović. He was a long-reigning amateur fighter before becoming a pro. When you look at him like that with glasses and stuff, he just looks like a fucking scrawny kid. You don't have contact lenses, buddy. Why are you wearing glasses into the ring? It does not make you look hard at all. Do it for the culture. The culture that hates America. Good fight, and Tolman needs some experienced opponents. Well, that's it. Him stepping up to face Hrgovic is a great fight. Great fight. A legitimate top 10 opponent. I think Hrgovic is kind of tailor-made for him because his feet are so slow and his hands are so slow that I think Moses is just going to be too fast for him. It's going to be like Pacquiao fighting Oscar De La Hoya, right? That's what it's going to be. Similar to that, right? You're going to have one guy who's moving in slow motion and the other guy fucking that's 4 times sped up. And it's just going to really show you the different levels of the fighters. But Tolman's a tough motherfucker with a lot of amateur experience and a lot of pro experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, Top Rank Incorporated continues the action. The battle of title holders undefeated in the welterweight division. These are judges scoring from ringside.
I don't like either.
Warren Glenn and Brian Kennedy. Introducing our third man to the ring, the referee in charge of this bout, Lonnie Scott. Heartfans, here we go. 10 rounds of boxing scheduled for the unified WBC Continental Americas, NABO, and IBF North American Welterweight Championship. Introducing you first on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, presented in association with Eye of the Tiger. It's regularly wearing brown and white trunks hailing from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. He weighed in at 146.6 pounds, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 16 wins, no losses, 9 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, making his U.S. debut, please welcome the world-ranked and undefeated WBC Continental America's welterweight champion, introducing Christopher Machine Gun Guerrero. And his opponent across the
Hopefully he's like an Arturo Gatti. Renowned U.S. Olympian. It's funny, he didn't win a medal, right? So he's renowned. Renowned. I don't know if he's renowned yet. Let the kid fucking do something first. If Tiger's sharp like he was last fight, it's going to be a tough fight for Christopher fucking Guerrero. We shall see. He's definitely looked like he's grown into the weight now, Tiger Johnson. I would have loved to see him get the Devin Haney fight. Not that he's ready for the Devin Haney fight, but that performance was fucking great that he put out last time. He deserved a bigger fight than some unknown Canadian kid. But round 1, here we go. Live from Cleveland, Ohio. The Mexican kid definitely don't fight like a Mexican. Snappy jab from Tiger Johnson. Not to be surprised. Long reigning amateur fighter. Obviously, technically very good. We saw in his last fight that jab was sharp. And that right hand, woo, was a firecracker down the middle. Outside of that, we mostly saw him as a 1-2 puncher in that fight, but all he needed was the 1 and the 2 to get rid of that pro box fighter. It'll be interesting to see him in with an opponent where he needs to actually use more of his tools. Some body work, left hand, right? Counter punching. Because I'm sure he can counter punch, but you can see that he's a boxer puncher stylistically. Not a lot of movement, controls range with his jab, trying to set up the big right hand. A small version of Tommy Hearns. Guerrero, on the other hand, doing a lot of moving. I don't know anything about this kid, so I don't know what to expect from him at all, except he's Mexican-Canadian. Mexican-Canadians don't like pancake because syrup is everywhere and it's boring. Mexican Canadians smoke lots of weed because weed's better in Canada. So far, this fight's been pretty much a feeling out round for the two of them. Not much has happened. Both guys a little short on their punches. There's Guerrero finally putting some punches together, but short. Kid's not bad technically. Looks pretty skilled. We know Eye of the Tiger production from Canada. They're pumping out a ton of top-level fighters right now, especially at the 168-pound division, where they are killing it. Look at them, both fucking talking trash. Both never did fucking anything in the ring, and now after the round, you're both fucking blah, 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 blah. Mason on points. I think he's good. I don't see generational talent, like some say. No, Sean. Who? Who do you mean, Andre? We got 4 fighters that potentially people might be saying there's generational talent. Derek Scooter Davis, Tiger Johnson, Shushu, and Mason. Who are you referring to, my son? Abdullah. Well, I think it's early. The kid's only 22 years old, right? The last fight, the big criticism towards him is that he got hit too much. But, fuck, man, it was a great fight. Super entertaining. Why am I going to complain about someone getting hit? It's the same as people complaining that Boots Ennis got hurt in the 3rd round. Yeah, he got hurt. Made it into a great fight. If he would have just done the same thing in round 3 that he did in all the other rounds, it wouldn't have been fucking a fun fight. It would have been a one-sided fucking beatdown. Nobody would be talking about it afterwards. But because he was in a fight, a round of the year, round 3 is definitely a round that's going to be round of the year in 2026, you're getting way more talk about it. And yeah, he does get hit too much. But this is the same criticism people said about Golovkin, the same criticism people said about Roman Gonzalez, the same criticism people said about fucking Inouye, even though Inouye doesn't get hit that much. But whenever you're an aggressive knockout puncher, you're going to get fucking touched. That's just the way it is. Pacquiao got knocked the fuck out, right? Flatlined by Marquez because he was an aggressive come-forward fighter. He came in, got caught with a fucking clean-ass fucking right hand. That shit happens. That's boxing. You could either be an exciting fighter that knocks motherfuckers out and goes for the kill, or you could be a boring-ass fucking hugger like fucking Shakur and Tank Davis. Devin Haney. Right? Or you could be a boring fighter with explosiveness like Wilder and Tank, who are boring for most of the fight until they fucking finally land something big. I prefer aggressive come forward fighters who go for the kill. That's me. So I'm not going to hate on a guy because he gets touched. doing exactly what I want him to do. This is very much a chess match so far. Not nearly the open fight that Tiger Johnson had against the dude from Pro Box. But it shows you, obviously, Christopher Guerrero is a more skilled fighter than that dude from Pro Box. Maybe if he loses, maybe he could go and do a fight with the Pro Box kid. Right? Step number 2. So far, though, I think Tiger Johnson's winning just because he's the more accurate puncher, even though neither guy is really doing a lot so far in the ring. Nice counter shot from Guerrero. Guerrero's just trying to fucking get him on that counter punch. Round 2, still not a lot going on. I would edge Tiger Johnson in both rounds, but yeah. Who won the Ramos Scooter fight? Media felt that it was a draw or potentially Ramos was going to get the win. The crowd also felt that the decision was bad, but Scooter ended up getting a pretty wide decision on 2 cards, as if he dominated the fight. But it's not a surprise. He's the top-ranked fighter with the future ahead of him. The other guy was brought in as an opponent and a tough opponent to help him improve. And that's exactly what Ramos did. Ramos showed that Scooter is not this fucking hellacious knockout puncher, right? He's knocked out dudes in his 10 of his previous 11 fights, but it was bums that he was knocking out. Once he stepped up and took on a legitimate opponent, the power was not fucking there. But he's 23 years old. Obviously, this is the kind of fight Top Rank wanted to be in so that he could continue to improve, season him, move him forward, like they did with, obviously, Tiger Johnson, Shushu, and Mason. 3 other fighters that at one point were also, highlighted on top-ranked fight cards. And now all of them are world-class and championship level. There's Bob, looking close. Round 3. Let's see if anything heats up. Tiger's being a little too passive, and of course Guerrero, rightfully so, is also doesn't want to open up and allow Tiger Johnson the opportunity to fucking let his hands go. So far, Tiger Johnson hasn't landed one of the big right hands that looked so sensational in his last fight. This kid Guerrero, you got to be punching in the chest. There you go, body, chest. Hit that body. Don't worry so much about the head with the jab. Punch the chest and the body, and then fucking you can feint and throw that right hand over the top with your chin tucked. Because so far, Johnson hasn't shown what's the word I'm looking for? He hasn't looked as if he is a guy that uses the uppercut very, very much. I lived in Taiwan too long, so my vocabulary is disappearing one word at a time. Good body shot, left hand from Guerrero. That's why I say Guerrero's definitely not a Mexican. That's the first body shot he's really landed. There you go, the right hand over the top. Oh, come on, you turned your head. He can't hit you in the back of the head when he's standing in front of you. That's physically impossible. There, that's a good little right hand from Guerrero. He's getting the range a little bit now. That's right, jab the body. Now Guerrero's kind of turning the table. He's got Davis on the ropes, being a little more aggressive with his front foot. There you go. At least now you're letting your hands go a little more. You can't sit back and just let him win the rounds behind the jab. RZOG. Round 3 is in the house. I would say that maybe Guerrero won that round, 2-1. But yeah, Scooter Davis, he's a bit flat-footed, right? And the problem with him being a flat-footed fighter, he needs to cut off the ring better to be more aggressive with his body work and his power shots. He's got long arms, but yet he wasn't consistent enough with his jab. Mind you, he was fighting a southpaw, so it's never easy to land a jab with your southpaw. It's better to use a lead right hand, which he apparently tried to do, but it was too easy to pick up, so he was getting countered quite a bit by the seasoned Spanish fighter. But overall, I mean, it's what was expected. I told people that. I said he's finally in with a game opponent, so expect it to go the distance. Even though in my prediction league, I don't know if I did that. My prediction and my video breakdown, I think, were different. Let me look. Round 4. Yeah, I knew that. I picked Scooter Davis to get the knockout in my prediction leagues, but then when I made a video, I said, don't be surprised if it goes the distance. I got Tiger by 10th round TKO, Shushu by 9th, Mason by 5th round TKO. At least Scooter got the win, so that's one positive. I didn't get the knockout, but at least I got the victory. There you go. Let your hands go, Tiger Johnson. The fight's heating up now. Oh, there you go. Nice little left hand to the body from Guerrero. Hi, Lily. What's wrong? What's up, baby? Tiger Johnson either was getting countered over his jab or he just went away from his jab. I don't know why. Hi. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Didn't I get you a treat when you came home? I did. Crawling under the table. I think Tiger Johnson needs to double and triple up his jab if he wants to open up room for his right hand. And move it around a bit, up and down, change his levels. Because changing his levels is going to open up a potential big right hand over the top for him as well. There, ooh, that right hand had some smoke. Came up a little short, but he was throwing that with some mustard. Jab to the body, Guerrero. This Tiger trying to pull him into the ropes. Oh, there's a big right hand from Guerrero. Yeah, based on this fight, it definitely shows that Tiger Johnson ain't ready for fucking Devin Haney. Because he's too one-dimensional, right? That's the problem. Too one-dimensional. He's got a great jab, got a great right hand, but, and then what are you going to do outside of that? Like against Devin Haney, who's physically going to come in much bigger than him. Lengthwise, Haney's a little longer. Both are not really long fighters, but he's a little longer. Bob's looking old, and the dude beside him. Oh, sitting beside Bob's wife. That right hand hit. Got a little bit of swelling going on Tiger Johnson's eye. You gotta like Guerrero because the little emoji beside his name looks like a beer. Good jab from Tiger. He's gotta like keep that jab out there, man, and move it. Like I said, up and down, change levels. He doesn't move his feet very much, but at least he can move his head. Now he's starting to circle a little more. First he was front-footed, then he was getting pushed against the ropes. Now he's starting to circle around, change angles. Guerrero might lose this fight, but he's not a bad fighter. The kid from Canada is solid. I don't know much about him. Who's he fought? Let me look. I know I looked before, but I can't really remember. Christopher Guerrero, 16-0 with 9 knockouts. 25 years old, pretty young. Yeah, when you look at his career, not really any names I'm familiar with, but last 5 fights against not bad competition. But compared to Tiger Johnson, obviously Tiger only had fucking 17 fights. But it's been brought along much better. Been in with better competition, much better competition. It ain't even close. I'm ready to see Benavidez fight again, bro. Yeah, but who's he gonna fight? He's gonna fight that bum ass fucking WBC cruiserweight fighter. That shit ain't much watch TV. Nobody's interested in that fight. And then they're gonna put it on pay-per-view. Oh my god. Like fuck. Talk about not understanding your worth. David Benavidez is one of the most fun fighters. I'm going to be making a video maybe today talking about the 10 must-see fighters in boxing today, and he's on the list. So I get what you say, especially based on that performance he just had, which was a sensational performance. But if you're fighting bum-ass opponents and charging people pay-per-view, you're going to fucking be cutting off your nose to spite your face. Guerrero's putting the heat on. That was a better round for Guerrero as well, especially the end. Like, we want to see him in with legitimate competition. The problem is this dude clout chases like all those other American fucking fighters consistently on social media, yet then consistently goes on to fight guys that we're not interested in. What's all this talk about fighting this guy and this guy and that guy, and then go on to fight fucking some Joe Blow that no one gives a fuck about? Right? That was a nice right hand from Guerrero. Like, we want to see him against Bivol. I know Bivol's got a Smith fight. Better BF. Better BF's been inactive like fuck. Now's totally the time to jump on that dude. Old as fuck, been inactive for well over a year. Or fucking Jairo Pataya. Right? Like, that's a great fight. But they're running from that fight like crazy. I mean, you're going to fight some dude literally that even hardcore boxing fans probably have never even seen watch. His Badou Jack fight, nobody watched that fight. I think he fought Badou Jack twice, right? Nobody watched those fights. Nobody gave a fuck about those fights. Badou Jack was like 40-something years old, hadn't been active, and then this kid fought him fucking for that bullshit title. No one gave a fuck about that. No one was talking about it. No one talked about it the next day. No one cares. And now David Benavidez is going to fight him and act like somehow that's some great fucking opponent. Please, stop. Boxing fans are not that stupid. They know what quality is, and that shit ain't quality. Well, you're going to fucking hit and hold. He must have fucking grab you by the neck. Goes two ways, right? problem with tonight's card is you could easily see all four of those main fights going the distance. This fight going fucking 10. Obviously, the Scooter Davis fight went 8. You could easily see the Shushu fight go 12 rounds. And the Bell versus Mason fight could easily go fucking 12 rounds. I mean, Mason is going to be a much tougher opponent to get at than obviously the last guy that Mason fought, just because of his length and his reach, right? So he's a guy that could just stay on the outside, hold you on the inside, do that all night, easily go 12 rounds. Maybe not win the fight, but, you know, not get fucking blitzed and ran over. So it could potentially turn into not the most exciting of cards. Like this fight, it's starting to heat up now, but like what, in the 4th, 5th, and 6th rounds, the first 3 rounds were pretty boring, and even these rounds are not action-packed. But I guess you can say that's good matchmaking from Top Rank. They're not showcasing the fighters. They're trying to put them in and test them. Guerrero's trying to get his lick back. Oh. Why you look so angry, Tiger Johnson? To jump on that dude. Next year, bruh, to jump on that dude. Jump on what dude? Oh. McDonald's orange juice. But it's ironic. I saw people acting as if somehow Boots Ennis is coming under such scrutiny because of the fight with Xander Zayas. But then on social media and through the media, the only thing I've really noticed is fucking Xander Zayas be called a quitter, right? Like literally. Sure, you got fighters that said, oh, so-and-so could beat him and this guy could beat him, but that's the same for everyone, right? When you get hit by a guy with no power and hurt, people are going to think that they fucking got your number. I don't understand why somehow that's seen as hate. It's kind of crazy because when Inui got dropped in 2 fights, people jumped all over it. You know, talked about how this dude was chinny, right? Had been through 5 weight divisions, got dropped by 2 fighters that were both hard punchers in kind of awkward sort of situations where he was kind of off balance and turned to the wrong side in both situations. And people love to talk about how all of a sudden he can't take 126-pound fighters' punches, how he's fucking chinny. And, you know, remember when Lomachenko got dropped by fucking Linares? It was the same thing. All people did was shit all over Lomachenko for getting dropped, even though he got up and won the fight. When Roman Gonzalez got knocked out by a hard-punching Thai fighter in Rungvisai, people mocked and ridiculed him. It's kind of funny, right? These same guys that want to make everything racial when a black fighter comes under some scrutiny for getting chin tested, but then they consistently do that to everybody. Hate on everyone for the smallest kind of feeble, smallest foible, and then come online and now he's letting his hands go. That's the first time I've seen fucking Tiger Johnson let a left hand go. Round 7, finally the fight's heating up. Good body work from Guerrero. That's it, Guerrero. He's a skinny motherfucker. You should totally fucking test that body. That guy's built like Mark Breland. Skin and bones. Not as good as Mark Breland. Mark Breland was a great fighter. See, Mark Breland has disappeared. Nobody knows where Mark Breland is. He's probably like fucking dead somewhere, right? Like literally his family doesn't know where he is. They're trying to find him. It's a shame. Obviously, some dementia has sort of kicked into his career at this point. Nice body shot, left hand from Tiger Johnson. There you go. Let that left hand go. Once he starts letting that left hand go, he just looks like a fucking way different fighter. Way more dangerous. Oh, nice short right hand from Guerrero. Counter punch. That was a good round. Fun, exciting. Finally, Tiger Johnson started to use his left hand. Had a lot of effective body work. Sean, are you a Tiger fan? I was super impressed with his last performance on Pro Box. Super impressed. But today I felt he's been too one-dimensional. Finally in that round, in round 7, he finally started to show a little more. It's Mayweather's influence where casuals and even media think you should be dominant and not getting hit or dropped. Yeah, well, that's it. It's those casual Mayweather fans that bring that fucking bullshit into the sport. Why will the streets burn? Well, France versus Morocco, right? You know, big rivalry between the two of them. Rather run and hug than get dropped. Word of the day, I was joining to riots again in France. Huh? I was joining there will be riots again in France. Well, you know there will be. There's a shitload of fucking North Africans in France. And they're probably going to be supporting Morocco more than they will be supporting France. Kind of like a lot of people in America who are quick to fucking say they're American, but then, you know, not support America. Do you think Devin going to duck Keyshawn? Well, I don't think he can duck him because it's a mandatory. From what I heard, there's 20 days to do the purse bid. If that doesn't happen, no, sorry, there's 20 days to negotiate. If that doesn't happen, then it goes to purse bid. And apparently they're trying to do it quick, 20 days, so that Zuffa Boxing can't get their legal license to actually try to get the fight on their platform. That's what people are saying. And it makes sense because right now, legally, Zuffa is not a registered promoter, so they can't put in a bid for a fight. So they figure 20 days won't give them enough time to put in the paperwork and become legal to try to steal the fight from DAZN. So they do it quick, and then obviously DAZN can put that fight on DAZN, on pay-per-view, which 100% they will put on pay-per-view. Keyshawn versus Haney. Oh, there you go. Offensively, Tiger Johnson, when he lets his hands go, is a real sharp, fucking dangerous fighter. The last few rounds have really started to have an effect on the French-Canadian kid. The problem with him is he's a very passive fighter until, obviously, opportunities are wide open for him. When he's in with higher-level competition, what's going to happen? Because, you know, struggling a bit with this kid, I mean, this kid's not a top 10 welterweight. Let's just be honest. Is he top 20? I'm not even sure about that. But when Tiger Johnson lets his hands go, he looks good, dangerous, sharp. Hook to the body, kid. Guerrero's getting frustrated. Let's say he ducks Keyshawn. Are they going to strip Devin's title? Well, they ordered it, so if the fight doesn't get made, they should strip Devin. If he was mandatory, maybe. Well, it should be definitely. It's the WBO. So I would say they're not quite as strict and crazy as the IBF, but they also don't mandate stuff until it's legitimate, right? That's the difference between them and the IBF. The IBF mandatory mandates fucking dudes nobody's ever heard of, like bum ass fucking opponents. So obviously the Keyshawn Davis fight. I mean, Haney needs a fight. I can't imagine him walking away from this. The problem with him is he's fucking been pricing himself out. He could have easily had the unification fight with Rolly Romero, because now Rolly's fighting who? Fucking Teofimo Lopez. Really? My stream has been A-OK. The IBF will strip a dude 2 days after winning its title. Exactly. Literally. Remember the 130-pound champion just won a title, and then literally they stripped him fucking, like a month later. It's like, how do you strip me a month later? Like, I didn't even recover fucking from the fight, and already you're stripping me. IBF is garbage. And then literally they mandate fucking fighters nobody's heard of. Who is Funduro fighting? Is it Funduro? Some IBF champion, not Funduro, but some IBF champion is fighting somebody. Oh, fucking the English kid at 154. Kelly. Kelly's got an IBF mandatory fight against some dude I've never fucking heard of. And I look at the rankings consistently, all the time. I don't know who that kid is. Never fucking heard of him. Never heard of him. Like a real bum-ass fucking dude. And somehow that's the guy the IBF is mandatory. Hollow Ninja, thank you very much. God bless you all. Love you all. Jesus Christ is the Lord. Thank you for Hollow Ninja. I appreciate the sentiment and support. So round 9. See, maybe fucking Tiger would be better if he did a little bit more of that moving, more like Ali and Michael Nunn, right? You move, and then when you throw your punches, it's a little more fucking sharp and explosive. Good counter punches from Guerrero. Problem with Guerrero, he's just not a hard puncher. He's landed some peach of a shots versus Johnson, but hasn't really made much of an impact at all. He should have been working that body like crazy. There you go. Good combination. Don't shake your head. Throw your punches. This kid is saying what? Tabernac. Andre. Tabernac. That's all he's saying to fucking Johnson. Tabernac. Why is my screen getting dark? Does it look dark for you guys, or is it just dark for me? It looked like it dimmed. Like, why are you dimming? I'm dim enough. I don't need any more dimming going on. But let's look at the rest of this card. I don't really know who this Rene Palacios kid is. I looked at his resume, and it's not much fucking to write home about. The two Abdullah Mason brothers both got victories today. One with a stoppage, one by decision. So at least today we got one knockout. Next is Shushu versus this kid who's 19-0-1 with 10 KOs. Mexican kid called Zurdo, 25 years old, coming off of a fight versus a guy who was 18-5-1, Sagawa, tough, rugged African kid. Prior to that, he faced a kid who was 28-2. Prior to that, he faced a kid that was 9-9, 20-10, 12-6, 18-6, 4-3. So when they say this kid is tough, I heard True School Sports hyping this kid up. I'm like, really? What has he done? Outside of beating Sagawa, who is not even considered a top 15, maybe top 20 fighter. Like, okay, so what? You're fucking ranked in the top 25. Was Bob Arum Ali's promoter? Yes, he was, but not for all of his career. Obviously, he ended up sliding over to Don King at the end of his career and got fucking used and abused by Don King, fighting when he was way too old versus Trevor Berbick and Larry Holmes. But initially, Top Rank was created by Bob Arum, Ali, and the fucking black Muslims, right? That's where Top Rank's legacy is from. Bob Arum was just a lawyer involved in the creating of the promotional company. But as lawyers do, he made sure his fucking name was there in the small print. I was hearing rumors about Crawford comeback. Yes. Really? Outside of a rematch, this round is good. Both guys are fucking putting on the line, as they should, round 10. Fight started slow, but at least now both guys are fucking opening up. Come on, Guerrero. You gotta fucking counter punch, not just let him fucking do everything. Let your hands go. Throw with him. There, hit that body. Tiger Johnson looks tired. Jab to the body, kid. Oh, right there was the perfect time to fucking spear him to the gut. He's against the ropes. He's tired. He's waiting for you to jump in so he can counter you. But you come in with a fucking spear jab to the gut. Spear jab to the gut. A la Floyd Mayweather. Don't pull out, kid. This is fucking the round. You got to knock him out if you're going to win. You're not going to win otherwise. Good fight for Guerrero, my Canadian brethren. I just found out that Scooter got a robbery decision earlier today. I won't say it's a robbery decision, but it could have been a draw. Could have been a draw. The crowd wasn't very happy, but of course John will just say it's because he's black, and the Mexican crowd hates fucking black people, even though it's in Cleveland. It's in Cleveland, so you know the crowd ain't Mexican. So if they're booing you, it's probably mostly the brothers and sisters booing you in fucking Cleveland, Ohio. But, you know, John always going to make it into some sort of race thing. Right, John? We know you're listening. You're always listening. You're like fucking the FBI, fucking wiretapping everything. And then going, I don't usually respond to people, but imagine John saying he doesn't respond to people. Oh my God. What a clown. Guerrero won, Tiger Johnson sucks. No, he didn't, Nico. I'll admit, for Tiger Johnson, it was a disappointing performance. He didn't really use his combination punching in his left hand until fucking around the 7th round. Prior to that, all he used was a jab in his right hand. Wasn't able to land the right hand because Guerrero knew that's what he was trying to throw. When he started to open up and use his left hand, he started to become real dangerous. But he just didn't do it early enough and didn't do it often enough. I just now turned it on. Tiger Johnson is that dude. He got the stoppage. No, he didn't get the stoppage. He went the distance. Went the distance. 10 rounds. The last round, I would probably say that Guerrero won that round. Overall, Guerrero probably won 3 rounds out of 10. So, you know, Tiger Johnson won. If you're really hateful of Tiger Johnson, maybe you'd give Guerrero 4 rounds. But Tiger Johnson obviously won the fight. For Guerrero, he's in with a tough guy, man. Very good jab, was able to control distance, but not very aggressive.
He's now the unified WBC Continental Americas NABO and IBF North American Welterweight Champion, Tiger Johnson.
I think for Guerrero, it's a good fight, learning fight. I would say that Tiger Johnson and Scooter Davis's performance were underwhelming. Not disappointing, but underwhelming. People had higher expectations for both of them. Will Abdullah fight an elite American fighter soon? Well, he's fighting Bell right now. I don't know if you would call Bell elite, but he's American, and stylistically, he's got some problems that he can bring. Obviously, he's not a power puncher, right? That's one reason why you can be comfortable fighting him, because at 28 victories, only 9 knockouts, the dude is not really a dangerous fighter. 33 years old, 6 foot tall with a 73-inch reach. So he's going to bring some stuff into the ring that Abdullah Mason is not familiar with. His level of opposition, he's been in with solid fighters going back to 2019. Literally, going back to 2019 when he beat Andy Ventus, who at the time was undefeated. Since then, he's fought a bunch of guys that are solid fighters. Solid fighters. Not elite fighters, not world beaters, but solid type of dudes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 guys in a row. So at this point, he kind of deserves a world title fight. Right? Abdullah Mason's obviously young, 74-inch reach, so he got the longer reach on paper, right? And coming off of the higher level of opponents, obviously facing Nakatila and Sam Noakes. So it should be a good fight. But it's definitely not a fight that I would expect Mason to lose. I don't think Bell is considered a top 10 135-pound fighter. What's Tank's next move since he ducked Schofield? Either way, Schofield might fake out of that fight. Well, you know Schofield would pull out of it. I'm injured. I'm sick. Somebody fucking did something to my water bottle.
From start to finish, was that the kind of performance you were looking for?
No.
Man, I know he was going to be a tough fighter. He was undefeated for a reason. Man, that's what I do, man. I overcome tough fights, man. Thank you to Cleveland, man, for coming out. I ain't fought here in 10 years, man. I ain't fought since I was 17. You know what I'm saying? This is my first fight back since 2016, man. So I'm so happy to be here, man. Thank you to my team. Thank you to Top Rank. Thank you to Bob Brown, Brian Goodman, my manager, David McWaters. Man, I'm just happy, man. This was a very hard camp, man. A long, hard camp, man. We did it.
About 15 years ago, you were out there selling candy and cookies to finance your amateur career. What did it mean for you to make this ring walk as an undefeated professional?
Man, it means everything, man. A lot of people don't know where I come from, man. This blood, sweat, and tears, man. I overcame a lot of adversity. Man, that's what we do, man. When you're from Cleveland, you gotta get out the mud. You feel me? That's what we do, man.
I told these guys sitting ringside, they said, I wonder who wants to fight next. I said, I know who wants to fight next. He wants to fight
Devin
Devin
Haney.
Haney next. Is that the fight you're looking for?
Man, fuck cuz. You know what it is with me, man. All them niggas come see me. On my mama, come see me.
Do you think we can get a championship fight here?
Watch out. Sean Haney going to jump you from behind.
Devin and his whole crew, y'all know what it is with me, man. Y'all niggas ain't gonna fight me one-on-one because y'all know what it is. Tell Devin come see me.
Congratulations, Tiger.
Yep.
Tiger is Devin Haney, Sergio. Does Devin Haney want any part of Tiger Johnson?
To be fair, Devin Haney should beat Tiger Johnson. Tiger Johnson just ain't experienced enough at this point to beat Devin Haney. Johnson ain't experienced enough to beat Keyshawn Davis. He'd be tough for them because he's a smart fighter with a great jab and a dangerous right hand. But he needs more seasoning, man. More seasoning. Who should this kid fight next? I meant, will he fight Shakur, for example, or is he his friend? He is his friend. He's part of that Shakur, Keyshawn Davis crew, so I don't know if that's a viable opponent either. Why aren't Mason and Schofield fighting? Well, Schofield just fucking is getting the title now, so, calm down. Literally, that dude's been waiting for them to strip Tank Davis because he was not fucking going to fight anyone. He's been doing what so many fighters do, biding his time. And now he's going to be a champion. He's going to do fucking nothing. Got to establish an exit strategy. Sucker punch. Sucker punch. Let's look at these rankings right now. I'm curious. Who would be a good opponent for this kid with the WBO? Boxing scenes, boxing rankings. So, welterweights, WBO, here we go. So, right now, you got Brian Norman, number 2, Tio, number 3, coming off of a loss. Keyshawn, number 1, Pacquiao, number 4, coming off of a loss. Rohan Polanco, number 6, Alex Rocha, number 7, Santillan, number 8, Raul Corral, number 9, Tiger Johnson, number 10. Paddy Donovan, who obviously is going to get a world title fight for the IBF. So, even at number 11, that kid, he already in position for a world title fight with Liam Paro. Rolly going to fight number 6 ranked fucking Lopez. Duck all the dudes ranked above him. Ryan Garcia, of course, is going to fight Ben. So we know Haney going to fight Shakur. So who's a good fight for this kid? A big fight that would really fucking bring him in would be the Brian Norman fight, right? If Delonte Johnson goes in and fights Brian Norman, beats Brian Norman, then that dude is legit, right? As far as casual fans, boxing fans, the media, he definitely puts himself right up there as a real legitimate opponent for Devin Haney. And to be fair, I mean, if Devin Haney beats Keyshawn Davis and Tiger Johnson beats fucking Brian Norman, that would be a huge fight. It would really build up to a point where that fight would make a lot of sense for Devin Haney and his father financially. Prior to that, obviously you got fighters like Raul Curiel, Santillan, and Rocha, who are aggressive come-forward fighters. Stylistically, they would be name opponents. Stylistically, they're sort of tailor-made for Tiger Johnson, but they're also dangerous. Hard punchers, more hard punching than this kid Guerrero, right? Far more experienced, going to put on the pressure a lot more. Because of that, he could catch them and potentially score a sensational victory. But at the same time, potentially he could be exposed as, not that strong to the body. You got Barboza. Obviously, that's a big name opponent, but Barboza, obviously is much more of a long outboxer, similar to him, so it might not be a fun fight. Polanco, nobody's going to fight Polanco. Pacquiao only going for world title fights. So you got the Norman fight, right, which would be big, and then Curiel, Santillan, and Rocha. I think any of those 4 fighters are real statements fights for this kid, right, and fights that definitely catapult him into position to be pound for pound number 1. What's all this shit? Thank you, TNT and DAZN, for bringing boxing back on live TV. Good coaching, bro. Way to stay in the pocket, Tiger. Shakur Stevenson. I don't know if he stayed in the pocket, Shakur. Most of the time he was on the outside fucking just trying to land that right hand and was unsuccessful for the most part. I guarantee Crawford is somewhere in the crowd just begging for attention. like he does on every single boxing event nowadays. But Stringer from above, to be fair, that's a criticism Crawford had because before he never did this kind of stuff. So he kind of stops himself from really getting as much attention and building up his fan base as much as he could have. Now he's doing it, right? I heard that Usyk is actually going to fight Wilder for his last fight. That makes sense. Tiger should fight Rolly Romero. But Rolly is not a WBO ranked fighter. So Rolly ain't going to fight him.
He's the champion now, defending his title, so, you know what they say, makes you better, right? Increase your focus, you got to defend something now. So, I mean, I'm expecting a great show from Shushu tonight. However, I think he's best. Right? I think he is. I think Renee's going to give him a big of a challenge. That's what he do. I said the same thing. This guy is kind of tricky. He likes to take the angles, let the body, and shoot on the end for a good fight tonight. But I'm looking forward to him.
It's a world title defense, man. He's fighting a guy that, come on. Like, let's look where this kid is ranked. So Shushu, 118.
He's been watching non-stop Shushu tape. He said ever since he saw him fight Sagawa, and he then fought Sagawa, he's been watching him every single day. 2 matches left.
This kid is ranked number 9. Number 9 by the fucking WBC. Number 9. So if he's ranked number 9 by the WBC, that means he ain't even fucking in the top 15 overall, right? If I look at the other rankings, I bet his name ain't even fucking anywhere. Polanco with the fucking WBO, he ain't fucking ranked. Polanco with the WBA, he ain't ranked. Polanco by fucking the IBF, he ain't ranked. This kid that's number 9 by the WBC is not fucking ranked by any other sanctioning body, which means he's probably not even a top 25 fighter, which means Shushu still hasn't faced a top 10, 126-pound fighter, but he's a world champion. He got the title not fighting a top 10 fighter. He's making his first defense not fighting a fucking world champion. Meanwhile, Ring Magazine has him number 3. They actually have him ahead of Angelo Leo. And it's like, really? How can you put fucking this kid above Angelo Leo, who actually beat a champion to win his title? Like, he beat a reigning champion to win his title and did it in sensational fashion with a spectacular knockout, right? That's what Angelo Leo did. And I'm not an Angelo Leo fan, but that's what Angelo Leo did to win his title. What did Shushu do to fucking win his title? He was given a fucking email title by Top Rank, like so many Top Rank fighters are. Shakur the same, won his first 126-pound title on a vacant fucking email title, right? Consistently dudes are fucking given easy fucking routes to world titles to get their name built up, to hype them up, to start their legacy and also to start paying them more money. What kind of WBC belt was he wearing? Ooh. Oh, yes. Happy birthday, America. Oh, come on, man. It's good. People should... When I see people fucking being so anti-American, I'm like, fuck those people. I'm Canadian, and I don't understand those people being like that. One of the things I could always respect about America was fucking the love Americans had for their country, right? The pride that they had. Now, when I see these people that hate their country, it's fucking cringe. Cringe. I'm a Canadian, and I love my country, right? And I can't understand people not loving their country. Like, it's your fucking country, man. Like, what's wrong with you? If you don't like it, fucking move. You can move. Look, I don't live in Canada. I live in Taiwan. You can fucking get off your lazy fat ass, move to any fucking country in the world if you don't like where you are right now. So get up and fucking kick rocks. All these hating motherfuckers. You should be out there fucking enjoying the fireworks, man. You should be out there having beers, running around, enjoying yourself, right? Like, fuck. It's 250 years of U.S. fucking birthday. Why are you in here watching boxing when you should be out there enjoying it? Who's that fucking dude? Oh, fucking Machine Gun Kelly. You gonna let that dude do your walkout? That guy's cringe as fuck. It's not that it's what they're doing right now. A lot of people don't agree with it and that's what it is. Don't agree with what's doing. People never agree with fucking everything the government's doing. Ever. Historically. Ever. No one fucking always agrees with the country, but get on with it, man. Like, what the fuck? You rather divide the country over some bullshit. What Trump is doing is not fucking destroying the country. What's destroying the country are the fucking Democrats who create this fucking racial fucking divide between fucking the people. Right? Like, you don't have to like fucking Trump. You don't have to like fucking the Republicans. Next election, vote fucking for the Democrats. And then you'll get a bunch of tools in that fucking don't like you and fucking want to throw your country away and fucking let millions and millions of fucking illegal immigrants come in and then pay for them out of your tax dollars and ruin your medical system. Enjoy, right? But you're not going to like that either. The reality is fucking loving your country and loving your government are fucking different. I don't love fucking Canada's government, but that has nothing to do with my country. Every government in the world is corrupt and terrible and fucking taking advantage of us, the population. It's the system in place, right? No matter who you vote for, we're all fucked and we're getting fucked every day, all fucking the time. That's the reality. That shit's been going on since fucking before I was born. It ain't fucking changing anytime soon. But it doesn't mean you don't have to love your country, love your neighbor, and love fucking where you come from. I'm hearing Saskatchewan and Calgary province might be U.S. states. They hate the Canadian government. Exactly. Everyone fucking hates the Canadian government. But then I have friends all over social media going, "Oh, Canada's great. I don't understand what you guys are saying. Fucking, you could move to the States under Trump and have no medical system." What do you mean no medical system? Any fucking real person has fucking a medical system. Medical health, right? Like, Canada is overrated. Our health system is overrated like crazy. People are literally dying in the waiting room. Leftist ideology to be anti-patriotic, obviously. That's it. That's what they're pushing. Literally fucking hate. Listen to all their politicians. All they do is fucking hate on the country. And then people support these fucking cocksuckers. You get some Somalian cunt from Minnesota fucking talking about how America is terrible, a third world country, and fucking hyping up Somalia. Somalia. Which one of those motherfucking Democrats would fucking take a vacation to Somalia? None of them. I just saw, what's his face? Who's the black preacher saying that he's going to go to Somalia to support the people. It's like, okay, go. We'll never see that guy again. Go to Somalia. It's a shithole. Shithole. And you want these people to dictate your government. People that can't dictate their fucking government. Oh yeah, that's going to work out well. We're going to get a bunch of third world fucking people coming to fucking our countries telling us how to fucking run our countries because they did so well in their fucking countries. They did so fucking well, right? So well. Okay, that's exactly what I'm going to do. What are you going to do? What exactly are you going to do? Love your country? Hate your government? That's fine. Everyone's in that boat. Everyone's in that boat. Everyone feels like the government doesn't give a fuck about the people and it takes advantage of us. Robbing us, taking our tax dollars, making life fucking unbearable. That shit's been going on forever. They thought when we got rid of kings that somehow it made our life better. No, we just have different kings called fucking multi-corporation businesses that fucking own everything, including our water. Soon we'll be fucking taxed on fucking air. That shit's coming soon. Coming soon to a fucking country near you. But let's get on to boxing. This just started because I don't understand how people are fucking not enjoying the 250th birthday of America. Black people going fucking, why should I be happy? Fucking slavery for 400 years. Oh my God. And you're fucking free to move back to Africa any day you want. If America is so terrible. Like every country has a terrible history. That's how fucking nations were built. Literally every fucking country around the world. But you're gonna still harp on that shit? Sad. Twisted. It's funny that people think we can vote ourselves out of a corrupt system. Well, exactly. The system's the system. You're not voting for it. Like when the founding fathers created this system, they tried to create something legitimate, but it was corrupted almost from day one. Once they established that fucking bank where fucking the government now has to borrow money from a fucking third party and then tax the people for the interest rates. Once that happened, fucking the whole fucking system was ruined. And that's not part of the fucking Constitution. Presidents literally have been assassinated trying to get rid of that system because it's fucking full of shit. You can blame it on the Jews, you can blame it on who you want, but the reality is, it is what it is. There's a lot of problems in fucking America, but you should still love your country and you should still love your neighbor because the only people you have are each other. You're all fighting the same battle. Shu Shu, you gonna make a statement tonight? I think Shu Shu should get the knockout against this guy. I know they're trying to hype up Rene Palacios as some fucking great fighter, but as I said, this dude is ranked number 9 for the WBC, not fucking ranked by any other sanctioning body. He ain't that fucking good. When you look at his resume, hasn't fought anybody except Suleiman Sagawa. Yes, Shu Shu struggled with that guy. Shouldn't have, but he did. Well, exactly. Well, you know, people that want to take down the government, I mean, I was young and fucking had the same energy when I was young, so I get that. But hating thy neighbor, like, you know, creating this division, that ain't helping things, man. You'd do better if you had everyone fucking on the same page, supporting one another. And only then could you actually fucking overrun the fucking government and do like the French Revolution. Not that that helped. Look where France is now. They might not have a king and a queen, but fucking they're a shithole now. So, I mean, how did that work out for them? They probably would have done better under a king and queen. Sometimes having a monarch or a fucking dictator dictating what goes on actually makes countries run better. I know people are anti-China, me included. I live in Taiwan. But a lot of things about China fucking run very efficiently. Almost everyone in fucking China owns their own house, right? Like the system fucking works effectively. It's not socialist. It's not communist. It's a dictatorship. And you have no rights. You can't criticize the government. Things that we take fucking for granted, you cannot do there. But at the same time, they keep you fucking passive because all the things you need, you can achieve, right? Job, family, home, security. You can achieve all those things. Whereas a lot of us Western countries, at this point, people can't achieve those things. And that's where the fucking disharmony is created. Here in the UK, I love my gay rights. Gay rights are fine, right? If you're a gay person, that shit would be fucking very important to you. As a straight person, whatever. I just assume everyone has the same rights. Only problem most of us straight people have is just being jammed fucking down our throats. Nobody wants that shit. Nobody wants anything jammed down their throats. Brooklyn's in the house. Shoo shoo. Shoo shoo talking a lot of bullshit, a lot of hype. So this is his chance to fucking, you know, move towards making that statement true. Because this dude's 29 years old right now. Like, you know, he got to shit or get off the pot, man. And don't get me wrong, I like the kid. Well spoken. I think he's going to do a great job as a color commentator later on in his life.
Once again, our referee in
Shoo.
Okay, guys, you received my instructions earlier. As a reminder,
29 years old.
protect yourself at all times. Obedece todos los cuantos.
And a trash resume.
All right, here we go. Bruce Carrington. Shoo believes he's on the path to superstardom and promises to show us why tonight.
Oh, yeah. That's the fucking Democrats. Imagine fucking your school dictating your kid's fucking gender and not letting parents be involved, and then actually fucking threatening to take kids away because parents want to have parental rights. Parental rights is a fucking legality. But here we go, round one. Let's see what this Rennie Palacios really has going for him. As I say, his resume is garbage, hasn't fought anybody, so I don't expect him to be that great of an opponent. But people are trying to hype him up as some great fighter. And I think a lot of that's just so that if Shushu goes in there and destroys him, they can go, yeah, Shushu the real deal. Number one at 126. But he ain't number one. He's literally the number 4 fighter in the division. Because Espinosa's done more, Leo's done more, Figueroa has done more. That ain't hate, that's fact. They've done more. We're waiting for those dudes to all unify against each other. Not fight dudes ranked number 9 by your fucking sanctioning body. I mean, Inui fights number 9th ranked guy in his fucking sanctioning body and gets thrown under the bus, criticized and hated on. Let's think. Number 9, he could fight Carl James Martin. Imagine how much scrutiny he'll come if he fights that guy. Or Jeremy Bentoncourt. Or, Sebastian Hernandez Reyes. People know him now. Or this guy, Philippus Nightmare Gamas. Like, if Inui fought any of those dudes, people would literally fucking shit all over him. But he does it. It's not a mandatory. This is like a fucking fight that they picked for his first defense against Joe Blow. And I ain't saying that to hate on Shushu. I think Shushu's a great fighter. I just want to see him tested against fucking real opponents like everybody else. When you keep calling out Inui's fucking name constantly, but then you're fighting guys like this, come on, man. Really? That's the same thing David Benavidez did, the same thing all these Americans do. On social media, they fucking talk a load of fucking smack. And in the ring, not much. Round 1. In the books, Shushu is no threat to the monster. No threat. Do you think Shushu is a threat to Inui? No threat. He's fucking hasn't even proven he's the best fighter at 126. I'd pick Espinosa to beat him. As far as Angelo Leo, I don't know. I got to see more of Shushu against top opponents. I've seen Angelo Leo against higher level opposition, so he's actually done more than Shushu at this point. Figueroa, I think Shushu beats Figueroa. We've seen Figueroa get beat by Fulton twice. So stylistically, I think Shushu's all wrong for him. But, against the other two guys, let's see it, man. It's also sick that if someone speaks out against it, they're the problem. Exactly. X gets better fights than the ring. What's X? You mean the platform? Round 2. Like you think about all the champions in this division, those guys are all weight bullies. Literally, all of them are weight bullies. I mean, those dudes are all too big for 126 pounds. Like literally, they're bigger than fucking the guys at 130. Just to put things in context. I mean, Shushu's 5'8" with a 72-inch reach. 5'8" is not too tall, but 72-inch reach for this weight class, yeah. I already said Rene Palacios, what's his reach? They don't even list his reach, but it's probably like 68, 67. Well, that's it. Refusing to unify. Not wanting to take on legitimate opposition. Espinoza, 6'1" with a 74-inch reach. The dude's reach is as long as fucking welterweight Abdullah Mason on this card. Figueroa, 5'9" with a 72.5-inch reach. I mean, the smallest guy out of this division is fucking my man, Angelo Leo. And Angelo Leo's not even ranked in BoxRec rankings. Is that because he's the WBA champion? Why don't they rank him? They fucking hate Angelo Leo by BoxRec. I'm surprised True School Sports doesn't talk about it. But you look at the other fighters in this division, I mean, they're not that tall. Who has Angelo Leo fought? Oh, Kameda. Right. Oh, no. Who? On BoxRec, Rene Palacios is ranked fucking number 43. 43. We go to 130, super featherweights. The champions there, Emmanuel Navarrete, a guy who was a weight bully at 126 as well. 5'7" with a 72-inch reach. So shorter than everyone we talked about, but obviously with long arms. Oshaki Foster, also going to have long arms. 5'8.5" with a 72-inch reach. But same size as Shushu Carrington. Same size, exactly. Anthony Kakache, he's pretty tall. 5'10", but it doesn't list his reach. So I would say it's probably less than 72, probably 70. So he's smaller than all the other champions I just mentioned. And who's the other champion? Edward Nunez, who just got beat. He was 5'6" with a 68-inch reach. Like, that's dudes at 130. But everyone at fucking 126 is way longer than that. I swear I said ranked what? Thanks for repeating it. Round 3. So far, in the first 2 rounds, has been nothing to talk about. Shushu is fighting less aggressive than Tiger Johnson was fighting. And Palacios fighting a little more aggressive than the French Canadian. But at least you see Shushu. He's like not just using his jab, but he should be using his jab more. He's not really using his jab. He's not trying to really set it up too much. There he goes, using it a bit more. Like when you look at his jab compared to Tiger Johnson's jab is much more definitive. Obviously, Shushu uses his jab not so much as a weapon, but much more of a setup punch. Feeling range, testing out, occasionally throwing it with purpose, but most of the time not. Mostly trying to blind you and set up his right hand. But already you can see Shushu compared to Tiger Johnson, much more varied offense, right? He's not so one-dimensional. Tiger Johnson, primarily in that fight earlier, was just a jab right hand, jab right hand, jab right hand. Later on, obviously, when he got more comfortable, he started letting his left hand go and being a little more aggressive with it. Shushu, better footwork, spinning out, more varied offense. Doesn't look nearly as fast as Tiger Johnson, though. Tiger Johnson was a lot more explosive with his punches. Shushu's a lot more crafty. I would say that's the difference. One explosive, fast fighter, one crafty fighter with more varied offense. But even Tiger Johnson, I don't think he's bigger than Shushu, and he's at 147. .5'11" with a 71-inch reach. So he's taller, but his reach is shorter. You could see, based on style, that Shushu looks like he's got much more of a high ceiling to his career than Tiger Johnson, even though he wasn't nearly as successful as an amateur. Silly St. John says Inoue haters are hoping the guys at 126 are bigger and stronger. Well, that's it. It's not that they respect these dudes, right? Now, of course, maybe they're going to hype up Shushu because he's black. But outside of when it was Ball as the champion, they were not fucking excited to hype up any of those fighters. You've never heard them talk about Nick Ball, fucking Figueroa, Angel Leo, or fucking Espinoza. Never make videos talking about those four fighters. But yet, those are the guys that Inoue has to fight to prove himself. Dude said, you guys don't even respect, don't even fucking acknowledge. Look at all the fireworks. Happy birthday, America! As your neighbor from the north, I hope 250 more years of fucking domination. Let's go. Don't fucking be taken over by the fucking socialist communists. Don't let the fucking UN ruin your country. Open scoring sucks. Is that what they're doing here, open scoring? Really? Why are they using open scoring? I thought that's just something they do in Texas. But so far, the kid that he's in with, I mean, he's worse than fucking Guerrero from Canada. Guerrero is a much better skilled fighter than this kid is. This kid fucking, I haven't seen him do anything worth talking about. A Mexican fighter, he hasn't even been able to put pressure on Shushu yet. I would definitely say that Tiger Johnson's opponent was better. And that was not a world title defense. There's no way fucking Shushu beats fucking Inoue. No fucking way. Inouye's fucking power is way more dominant. He's also fucking got way faster fucking hands. Like, Shushu obviously is long and that could be a problem. But he likes to fight in range. Right now, fucking, oh my God. I think he gets fucking knocked out probably faster than fucking Stephen Fulton. In all honesty. In all honesty, I think he gets knocked out faster than Stephen Fulton. I don't think fucking Shushu beats Espinoza. Not the way he's fighting today. Espinoza is so long, powerful, dangerous. Like Shushu got good feints, right? Varied offense. You don't know where his punches are coming from. He changes up a lot. He got good footwork using angles. So he's got a lot of great things going for him. But he's not fast. He's not powerful. You throwing a right hand like that with a Nui, you're fucking getting a left hand counter shot, fucking right on your chin. Like, come on. Come on. Come on. Like, I don't know who could watch this fight and think that somehow this guy's going to beat fucking Inui. Ain't happening. I don't think Shushu fucking stands a chance versus Junto Nakatani. I think Junto fucking knocks his ass out. Junto is almost as long as him, fucking hits harder, more dangerous, man. Any chance Sean Boxing criticizes Shushu for fighting this bum? No fucking chance. He gonna criticize me for fucking hating on Shushu's opponent, right? But yet this is the same guy that goes out of his way to try to diminish other people's opponents. Talked about Inui's 12th fucking opponent and how bad he was. His 12th professional fucking opponent. Oh my God, does he ever fucking clout chase Inui? He was clout chasing Inui fucking even when he wasn't a champion, when he should have been clout chasing the champions at fucking his weight division. He could have had that Espinoza fight fucking probably 2 years ago. 2 fucking years ago. Right? That's the fight you should have been chasing after. To be fair, I think maybe if Shushu moves up to 130, he'll be better. Because, you know, obviously these dudes draining themselves down to get to this weight, I don't think they're at their best. They're not as fast and explosive as they could be if they didn't have to drain down that extra 5 pounds. I don't know, 5 pounds doesn't sound a lot, but when you fucking drain yourself down, 5 pounds means a lot. Come on, Mexican, throw a left hand. What are you waiting for? You're Mexican. I didn't even see a left hand to the body yet. Well, that's it. The goalposts and standards are different. Guys like John will talk about how I have different fucking goalposts because I'm being critical of Boots Ennis for getting touched in round 3. I wasn't being critical. It's just if you fucking get hit and show that you can be hurt against a guy like Xander Zayas, then the possibility of you fucking getting knocked out by a guy like Virgil Ortiz or Funduro is obviously increased more than I thought beforehand, right? Beforehand, I would think that it wouldn't have been necessarily as dangerous. Now, those guys are more dangerous. Do I think they necessarily win? No, but I definitely think they are more dangerous now. Tears or tears? Like, I appreciate Shushu's boxing ability. As I said, I mean, he's a much better offensive fighter than Tiger Johnson. He's not as fast and explosive as Tiger Johnson, but he's a much varied fighter with better footwork. Even though he got touched up there. Problem is, for a guy that stands in front of you, he doesn't let his hands go that much. He's trying to bait the guy in, right, with lots of feints. But he better not fight like that if he fights Inui. In range, short left hand, big right hand over the top, body work, snappy fast jabs. Like the kid he's facing now, this kid's doing nothing, literally. He's just chasing around the ring and doing very fucking little. You know, I'm kind of disappointed with Kentucky and how they look this year. I saw that they ended up losing the guard, went back to Florida. That's disappointing that guy ended up leaving to go back to Florida. because it shows that obviously there's more money in Florida, or he just sees more opportunity in Florida than he does in Kentucky, even though you figure he'd be like the starting point guard for Kentucky next year. Solid veteran player, good defender, good shooter. I like the fact they signed a dude from Iowa State, but I don't know what the fuck else to get excited about, man. I don't think they're going to be that good of a team. Whereas you look at Arkansas under Calipari, that dude always adding fucking shitloads of exciting players. Are they going to gel and become a great team? Maybe not, but it's always exciting to watch these young guys join the squad. With Kentucky, I'm like, man, I don't know what's his face is doing. You got to recruit better. Kentucky got money, man. They should be able to fucking have a solid team. Espinoza or Carrington. I'll take Espinoza every day. No one has underachieved more than Coach Cal. Well, yes. But a lot of that is because of the things that he does great are also the things that hold him back, right? He recruits great. But the problem when you recruit great is you don't build any chemistry and any experience under the squad, because guys come and leave after the next year, and then you bring in a whole new crew of young high schoolers, right? So we always got the best young high school players, but you don't have, they're not staying long enough to fucking really be better. Round 6, and so far, I think Shushu's winning easy just because I think the opponent literally has brought nothing to the table. Shushu showing that dog in him. Brooklyn in the house. Yeah, keep turning to the body, kid. He should be killing it in this NIL era. Calipari, well, yeah, he's getting all the great signings, right? The problem is, what kind of chemistry is he going to have? Offensively, I always thought Coach Cal is his best thing he does is recruit. Because as far as coaching, I think his offense is terrible. One-dimensional, fucking stagnant. Like some of the years when I thought his team should have been good, offensively, they've just been like, fuck, man. You're doing the same thing all the time and it doesn't fucking work. It's a shame, though, that Leo got screwed out of that fight. Because Aleem didn't make weight. It is a shame, but to be fair, who the fuck is Reese Aleem? A dude that never fucking did anything at 126, didn't do anything at 122. The best thing he did was beat like a fucking a nobody to put himself in that position. 38-0 team, should have won it all back in 2015. That's true. Round 7. Like Reese Aleem, 23-1, 12 KOs, 36 years old. 36. His best victory was against the fucking young, inexperienced Japanese fighter, Miko Nakano. And outside of that, what did he do? beat Adam Lopez back in 2020. Sam Goodman beat him. Sam Goodman beat him. Sam Goodman beat him. Like, I mean, Sam Goodman beat him, right? Yeah, Fox, Monk. Well, that's the thing. When you think of a team like Bam, Fox, and Monk, like, how you not dominate, right? Monk, who was a fucking fantastic scorer, super athletic. Fucking Fox, obviously one of the best guards in the NBA. And Bam has went on to really become a dominant player in the NBA. Obviously, he wasn't that player when he was in college. He was much more of a raw sort of prospect. But yeah. Sean, I'm a Shushu fan, but this fight is boring. Yeah. Well, the thing is, Shushu just he in with an opponent that ain't doing too much. I mean, now Palicio's starting to let his hands go more the last 2 rounds. But prior to that, he's Shushu too passive in his approach, right? Like, you can criticize Tiger Johnson, but at least Tiger Johnson, consistently is going to be throwing that snappy fucking sharp jab to land that right hand. Shushu's offense is obviously much more varied, but a lot of times he's just feinting, not throwing enough. Now he's letting this kid in the fight because this is the only way this kid can actually do anything, when you go on the ropes and let him in. And I know he's trying to catch him in the counter shot, but you're fighting some bum-ass dude who's ranked number 9 by the WBC. This is not some fucking world beater. This is the same reason people thought he lost to Suleiman Sagawa, who's an aggressive come-forward fighter as well. If you're an aggressive fighter, Shushu's punches aren't going to hurt you, and you can just overwhelm him because he's just not aggressive enough offensively. Like, throw your hands, Mexican kid. He's just sitting there. But yeah, that's why I say maybe Shushu will be better at 130. If you think this fight is boring, you're a racist. Well, yeah, that's what people are going to say. People don't complain when Fury and Usyk and Bivol are boring. No, they do complain. Literally, people fucking complain whenever a fighter is boring. It don't matter what color he is. When a dude is boring, fucking people complain. People complain with Canelo Alvarez versus that fucking black dude from Cuba, Skull. People complain when fights are boring. People complain that fucking Tio versus fucking what's-his-face fight was boring on that card. People complain that Rolly fucking and Ryan Garcia fight was boring. People complain when fights are boring. Sean, is the WBC belt considered to be the best belt? Well, by the WBC, it's considered the best belt. He ain't a bum. Who ain't a bum? Well, yeah, 29 years old and given an email title, right? With a very poor resume. You want to criticize Junto Nakatani. Junto Nakatani is 27 years old. Already been a 3-weight world champion and unified, right? And his resume is way better than Shushu. Shushu's 2 years older, was given an email title, and his first defense is against a guy who's ranked number 9 by the WBC and number 43 by BoxRec. This is definitely not a statement. I'm exaggerating, bro, but I still don't think he's all that. Let's play predict the narrative. Bum-ass opponent. Is Junto done for this year? Well, he's coming off the broken eye socket, but I think he'll probably fight in November, December. Oh, shut up, ref. Why aren't you counting? If that was the other guy, you would totally say it was fucking a knockdown. He punched me behind the head. Well, don't turn your fucking head. Like that's why guys turn like this to avoid the punch and get hit in the back of the head, and then they complain. You're literally turning your head and allowing a guy to punch you in the back of the head. If you fucking put your hands up and block the shot, you're not going to get hit by the fucking punch. Come on, dude. You had him fucking stunned. Now you're just going to sit in there and not do anything. That was the best moment of your career. Nice right hands from Shushu. See, the problem with Shushu's jab, it's the same criticism people had when Junto fought Hernandez, right? It's not sharp enough to keep Hernandez off of him. Shushu's jab ain't sharp enough to keep people off of him. It's just a feeler jab, a rangefinder. Zerdo. Espinosa is too much. Espinosa is too much. It is just me, or as Bruce Carrington and Richard Hitchinson are annoyingly similar both inside and outside the ring. Well, I think Hitchinson is fucking worse. That dude never shuts the fuck up. It's impossible to hit someone to the back of the head if you don't turn. Exactly. How are you in front of a guy but you're hitting him in the back of the head? Only when he turns does that become available. Right? Like he lowered his head. So what are you talking about? So the guy's not going to punch because you lowered your head? Watch John make another video on FBA fighters having to be perfect every round. Of course. Yet then go out and make videos shitting on fucking non-FBA fighters for not being perfect every round. Right? Like that's the issue I have with John. You can fucking support black fighters all you want, but it's the hypocrisy consistently. Oh, you got to support black American fighters. You're American, but as an American, John don't have to support non-black American fighters. Right? Why does somebody have to do what you don't do? Legit knockdown, true Hitchens is a motor mouth. Fucking motor mouth. The dude fucking... But that's the thing with most of these guys. Let's go through the list of them that never shut the fuck up. David Benavidez, Hitchens, Haney, Shakur, Tank, fucking Keyshawn, fucking Shushu. Like Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez. Like these American young dudes from this generation don't shut the fuck up. All they do is fucking let their Twitter fingers fucking go on social media. And then as boxing fans, we want to see them fucking prove it in the ring. That's it. Prove it in the fucking ring. That's all. Unfortunately, these guys do more talking outside the ring than they do in the ring. Boxing needs VAR like in football. It looked clean to the side. No, it was behind the head, but the point is the reason he got hit behind the head is because he fucking ducked his head down. They have IQ of fucking tater tot. It's open scoring, so the ref needs to do his robbery job. Oh. Round 9. What did I say? Shushu would stop him in round 10. I still have hope. Shushu, round 9. Oh, fuck. You got a minute. Quickly. Knock him out. Bring my prediction correct. Let's go. Come on, Shushu. Step on the gas. Knock this motherfucker out. Hit him with the right. How come the ref don't talk about pushing? Shushu uses his shoulder and hands to push. See shoulder. Always leaning in with the shoulder, bouncing dudes off. If he knocks him on the 10th round, I'll be pissed off. You could have did it in the 9th round. You waited until my prediction was wrong. Mother, father. Nice straight shots from Palacios. Didn't Kentucky have a guy, a small power forward named Palacios? Dominican kid, I guess. It turned me off, the constant talking. It's so boring because they're already been done. It's played out. No, Louisville did. Oh, was that Louisville? Ah, yes. Now that you say it, it kind of makes sense. Man, you fucking turned and ducked your head. You can't ask the fucking offensive fighter to not fucking let his hands go. Juan Palacios got his eye poked. Versus UK. You looking forward to Hrgovic versus Atoma? Oh yeah. I think that's going to be the breakout fight for Moses Atoma. Foot speed, hand speed. It's going to be Pacquiao versus De La Hoya too. Like you look at a guy like Shushu. Obviously, he's a skilled fighter. He's real comfortable inside, right? He uses a lot of feints. He fucking feels comfortable with his footwork and using either hands. But compare him to a dude like Moses Atoma with that speed and power. Like, that shit is just unbelievable. That's what caught my eye versus Boots Ennis. The speed and power that he was throwing versus Xander Zayas. His speed was so much fucking more dominant than Xander Zayas. From round one, you could see that, man, like, who made the statement? This dude from the commercial. What was it? Did you say that, Wayne? This was the moment he knew. Right? Like, fuck. That was exactly what it was. He stepped into the ring and he thought, I got a chance to beat this guy. I see holes in him. And then once the hand speed and power started fucking getting thrown out, it was like, this was the moment he realized. He was fucked. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Uh-oh. You better blame the fucking corner for slipping. Oh, who said that? It seems like something you would have said. But that was perfect fucking analogy for that fight. This kid really thinks he fucking gonna beat a Nui. And it's no disrespect to think a dude not gonna beat a Nui, right? It just, there's levels to this shit. And you compare this guy to Bam Rodriguez. Who would you rather see a Nui fight? Bam Rodriguez or fucking Shushu Carrington? Like, let's just be honest. Who would you rather see fucking a Nui fight? I mean, come on, man. Bam Rodriguez is on a whole fucking another level compared to fucking Shushu Carrington. And that's not hate towards Shushu. It's just reality. Shushu's a good fighter. I don't think he's the best fighter at 126, but we will see. Maybe he is. But you can't compare him to fucking Bam. Come on. Bam is fucking on a whole nother fucking level. He does a lot of the similar things that Shushu does, only faster and way more explosive. Faster and way more explosive. Yeah, me and Cheeseburger Nation, we could do fucking a live together. I haven't looked at Dante's Boxing Nation's channel in fucking years. I'm gonna, not years, but for probably a few months now. I'm gonna have to check it out. It's been a while. I kind of forgot about that guy. Who is he fighting? Isn't he fighting Whalen, the Swedish guy? Is that who he's fighting? No, he couldn't be fighting him in a rematch. Who is he fighting? I saw some name mentioned. I don't know if it's a bum, but it's definitely an older fighter past his prime. Is he fighting Marius Walk? Shut up. He ain't fighting Marius Walk in Thailand, is he really? He's fighting Marius Walk. Marius been fucking done for fucking a long time now. That is a fucking cherry pick fight. But once again, who cares? We know it's just a stay busy fight before you fight AJ for big money. AJ's fighting some dude literally I've never even fucking heard of in his next fight, and they want to charge you pay-per-view. How did Castro get a shot again? He had the close fight with Fulton and was stopped by Figueroa. I fucking have no idea. Basically what it was is we needed a beatable opponent for fucking Shushu to get his email title, so we're going to put him in with Castro, who's got a bit of a name, but obviously is beatable, right? Because it's like, why fucking, who's Castro? How's that guy even ranked in the top fucking 3 to be put into a position of that fight? It's also probably an in-house fight as far as promotional company. Marius fucking Walk. That fight will be lucky if it goes fucking 3 rounds. To be fair, this is not the sensational type of performance that we would like to see Shushu in, but people are going to say, he was in with a fucking tough opponent. I told you that Palacios was tough. The 9th ranked fighter by the WBC. 40 fucking 5th ranked fighter on fucking BoxRec. This Mexican kid just ain't fucking aggressive enough. I want to see Nakano, the Japanese guy who got beat by Reese Alim, fight this fucking guy Palacios next. I bet he knocks him out inside fucking 8. Well, that's true. Fucking Troy Isley. I mean, that dude's been disappointing for fucking a few years now. Tiger Johnson, you can't say that. Tiger Johnson's last performance was sensational. Today, not so much so. But I mean, yeah, his last performance was really good. Today, he fought, I think, a good opponent. The Canadian kid was technically a very good boxer, so it made it difficult for him to look great. But, yeah. One of the biggest snooze fests I've ever seen. This is a Rigo type of performance. Well, he's letting his hands go a lot more than Rigo. The problem is he's right in range for this kid. Like that part right there, you're watching him fight. You think this guy's going to beat fucking Inui. It's like, come on, man. Get real. It's the first title defense of his WBC title, round 12. Here you go. He did it. He successfully won the title, an email title, and now he made his first successful title defense. After this fight, I don't know if fucking they're going to be excited to put him in with fucking Espinoza. But if I was Espinoza, I'd be excited to be in the ring with him. Because to be fair, I don't think Shushu is better than the fucking Cuban guy that Espinoza won his title off of. And then again, Espinoza beat a champion to win his title. Angelo Leo beat a champion to win his title. Figueroa beat a champion to win his title. Shushu was given an email title. Right? Like, that's just 100% correct. If he would have beat Stephen Fulton to get this title, it would be a much more respectable fucking thing. And then that would be the best opponent in his resume. I don't think Shushu beats fucking Stephen Fulton. Not the way he fought tonight. I don't think he beat Stephen Fulton. Palacios is pathetic. He and him really hurt and didn't work hard at all. Shake my head. Exactly. Did you hear Chris Bird, 55, fought for a random title in Zambia and got stopped in round 1? I never heard it, but what do you expect? The dude's almost as old as me. Fucking fighting in Zambia. How much money are you going to fight in Zambia? I've been to Zambia. You ain't getting paid money to fight in fucking Zambia. Unless somehow you're fucking filling out a stadium. And then maybe you could make $100,000. Maybe you could make $100,000. But I traveled to Zambia. You ain't making a lot of money. There's not a big population. It's not a really fucking developed fucking country. It's a safe country. It's a cool country, small. But there ain't nothing going on in fucking Zambia. You go to Zambia for a fucking boxing event? Like, you even getting paid enough money to pay for your plane fare and hotel? Hotel's cheap, but plane fare to fucking South Africa and then a connecting flight to Zambia, that's going to be pretty expensive. A hotel auditorium. Like, I've been to Zambia. I don't even remember there being a fucking big hotel. Obviously, that was 18 years ago, so obviously maybe some hotels have been developed since then. But, I mean, there ain't much going on in Zambia. You cross the border into Zambia, you go to a rug shop. You go to the back of the rug shop, through the rugs, and there's an Indian dude sitting back there in an office. He fucking changes your money, right? There's no bank changing type of stuff like every other country in the world you go to. It's literally fucking some Indian dude in the back of a rug shop, right? If you don't know, you don't know. So, yeah, crazy. What are they hyping up Shushu's performance?
I mean, he really performed on another level because whenever you're the champion, there's this anxiety, you know, that if you want to defend that title, you pass the test, the majority of the test. What grade did he give? Well, yeah, I think he performed really well. I think a solid B in that performance. You want to know how a champion is
A B, okay. B is fine. But come on, man, he's not in with fucking anyone.
As for Palacios, he will suffer the first loss of his professional career. But I mean, let's be honest, the skill levels just weren't the same. But Palacios probably did about as well as he could have done.
No, he could have been more aggressive.
Bruce Barrington defending his title for the first time since knocking out Carlos Castro.
Underwhelming. That's how you describe this performance. Underwhelming. You can give him a B, that's fine, but overall, underwhelming. This was no sensational fucking performance, no statement. He still hasn't faced a top 10 fucking fighter at 126. Like, you just think about that. He hasn't faced a top 10 fighter at the weight division. I know this is only BoxRec's ranking, but let's look at BoxRec and look at the overall rankings. It was supposed to be a Shushu show. I predicted that Mason will stop him late. So Espinoza number 1, Figueroa number 2, Carrington number 3. Obviously, Angelo Leo should be up there as well, but he's not on BoxRec rankings. John Real Casemiro 4, Risa Lee 5, Nick Ball 6, Omar Trinidad, who we saw fight last weekend, is number 7. Nakano number 8, Shimamaki number 9, Yan Santana number 10, Nakajima number 11, Dian Gonzalez, the Cuban fighter, number 12, Luis Neri number 13. He probably should be lower after getting dominated by Casemiro. Mirko Cuellar, the Argentinian hard puncher, 14. Right? Like, currently, this is not the fucking killer division that other divisions are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the top 15 fighters are old 35-year-old dudes who were better back in the day. Closer than it should be. Yeah, but like, I think Robsy Ramirez is better than Shushu. Yeah, Espinoza, I mean, Ramirez hasn't fought since he got beat by Espinoza in 2024. He's been inactive since then. But he's Cuban, right? These Cuban fighters, no fucking professionalism once they start getting money. But like, he won his title off of the champion. He lost his title to fucking a champ. What's memorable belt? Oh. Fucking WBC, man. They're so fucking. Oh. We be creative. Oh yeah, for sure. Robsy beat Shushu. Yeah. Like, Robsy Ramirez, just a better overall fighter, but smaller than Shushu. Like, how big was Robsy Ramirez? He's a guy who really is true at that weight class. 5'6" with a 68-inch reach, right? Not one of these dudes with like a 72, 74-inch reach, which most of these champions now have. Spending money, living in Miami, snorting coke, fucking whores. To be fair, I'd probably be doing the same thing if I was him, but that's why I'm not a world champion. My priorities are fucking wrong. Short-term gain over long-term pain. He was supposed to fight but got canceled, I think. Ah, okay. Well, he should come back because he's a great fighter. Losing to Espinoza, right, is not the worst thing that can happen to you. Let's be fair. Most guys you fight at 126 pounds are not going to be fucking Espinoza. Shushu is going to use the weight drain excuse and move up. He ain't unifying. He only stay at 126 if he goes to fight Inui for a payday. I think that's probably fucking accurate. Yeah. But you could say that for every single fighter probably outside of Angelo Leo. I think Espinoza probably should move to 130. Shushu should move to 130. Figueroa could easily move to 130 as well. Easily. Well, Robsy Ramirez, right? He beat fucking Shakur Stevenson. Made him cry. That's always good. That's a tattoo. You know, I bet to put that tattoo of Shakur on my chest with tears coming off. And whenever people say anything, I'd be like, I made that brother cry. Let's listen.
See, maybe there, towards the end, how'd you feel about your performance? First and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I want everybody in the crowd right now to give a round of applause to Zerto. Rene Palacios, he came in here. Before he came in here, and a lot of people wouldn't even accept the fight with me, but he came here for like a hard champion, and he didn't sacrifice that I've been wanting to continue to prove myself. And yeah, man, we went to 412. I was feeling good. There was a few rabbit punches here and there. You call me good to the body, but that's a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? And but I finished it like the champion I am.
Talk to me about that body shot you took and you left the ground. It seemed like he caught you good on the right side. What were you feeling and how'd you feel to finish the fight?
Yeah, man, hey, listen, body shots are always one of the worst shots in boxing, you know what I'm saying, to get caught with. But, my mentality was just, I just got to, fight on, you know what I'm saying? I got that winning mentality, so I couldn't, let him get too much of that advantage, and I just kept going to finish the fight.
I was looking it up. It has been 16 years since there's been a unified champion at 126. It's been almost 60 years since somebody's been undisputed. There's never been a four-belt undisputed champion at 126. You want to accomplish that. Where do you start?
Yeah, man, listen. I want to, even after this fight, I want to unify, man. It's time to start getting this featherweight division rolling, and I really want to get ready and start fighting the best in it, the best in the business, and that's whoever the champions are, the rest of the featherweight division.
I think they could make a fucking Angelo Leo fight.
Two more things. I want to, give respects to my friend that passed in Brownsville, Squirmy. I miss you, I love you, and I got condolences for my family. And also, August 15th in Brownsville, we're going to have a parade. It's Shoo Parade in Brownsville. We're going to celebrate me becoming the world champ. I thank y'all, I love y'all, and y'all enjoy y'all.
Shoo Parade. What's up, Mike?
The 4th of July.
The Shoo era, Shoo program.
No, I think Espinoza beat Shushu. Stops him in a bloody mess inside 8 or 9 rounds. But that ain't fucking. I've been super impressed with Espinoza. I know he ain't fucking an FBA fighter, but I ain't supporting him because he's fucking Mexican. I'm supporting him because when I watched him fight dudes, he was fucking. He is serious, man. Dangerous. His second performance versus Robsy Ramirez, oh my God. He fucking beat the fucking will out of that dude. Beat the will out of him. Get a tat of Floyd crying on one titty and Shakur crying on the other. Fucking gold, pun intended. Man, 126 is just full of killers, isn't it? Killers? What killers? Espinoza's a killer. Outside of Espinoza, I don't know what other killers are at 126. The parade will have him and 5 other people, his family, on a giant rubber ducky. Well, no, I'm sure Brownsville people will come out. Any reason for fucking a parade? I know you're being sarcastic. World Cup. Let's go, England. England. Fucking Ade. Ade has come so far. Remember Ade used to make fucking videos with his buddy in the hallway of his building. Looking ghetto as all hell. I remember Ade. I remember back in the day, my man. The one good thing you can say about most of those fucking UK fucking guys, they don't buy into all that racial fucking bullshit that American channels do. Outside, of course, of Beats and Rhymes, who consistently pushed all that racial bullshit over in the UK. Hanging out with racists on his channel. We remember. We remember Beats. We remember. Some people don't, but we do. That dude from New York, scumbag. Scumbag. Fireworks. Happy birthday. Should I sing? Oh, say can. That's a nice looking belt. The 250th birthday of May Gore. But I would say that was not a performance fucking that justified a belt like that. But let's listen to the fucking cap coming out. Why 3 brothers? How come you don't have like a Latino guy up there too? Big head. it's funny because I remember fucking somebody, John Boxing, saying that Bud Crawford fell asleep during the Inui Junto Nakatani fight. Well, here's fucking Bradley fucking falling asleep at Shushu's fight.
Like, you got at least have to generate space to finish it, man. And it almost seemed to me like he ran out of juice. Like, I know what they were saying on the broadcast, I disagree with wholeheartedly. However, it was like, at the end, I was like, come on, man, step on the gas, finish this guy. Give him a body here. It's that easy, right? Yeah. Disappointing. Here's the thing, right? So you're looking at this, and we said, get ready for them to come after you, right? One thing that fighters do, they watch what we say to them, right? On these broadcasts, we're always talking past them. We're answering the questions to you. We're telling them, I'm talking to you right now, Shushu. You gotta do more, big dog. Moments like that can't happen no more. You're better than that right there. Get creative. Do what you do best. Be a fighter, man. He's a Brownfield kid. He got it. Yeah. But he's not showing it. I think that's what we always talking about before the fight. And seeing what he was going to do if he was going to step on the gas and fight. He didn't do that tonight. I think he just fought the fight just to win. He didn't change gears. You said that was going to be, you thought that might be the fight of the night, if I'm not mistaken. Did you say that? I actually did. Yeah. And I feel like, it was his fault that fight wasn't more the way it would have been.
I'm curious, Nick, I want you to weigh in on this as well. We talked about him trying to collect the belts at 126. I want to put up the pound-for-pound list at 126. Factoring what you saw tonight, where does he stack up?
Stephen Fulton is not at the weight class.
Body. You don't like the body shots, so you know guys when you targeting that body from here on out. And he faded. It was like the 11th and 12th round is like the closing round. You gotta win those rounds. And he didn't do that. And that was a knockdown. I don't care what anybody says. And I'll tell you why it was a knockdown. It's because he turned into the shot. He dipped his head down. And so would you take the shot away from the guy that threw the punch? No, you don't. He dipped into it.
Fucking Chris Shields. Cow.
Could he collect all the belts and maybe get a super fight between him and Inoue? And I think now we're kind of taking a step back and processing what we just saw.
Well, I told you it was going to be tough. Rafael is a tough competitor.
I know, eh? You got fucking, he dressing like he's fucking a preacher. Shango on chains.
He's gonna go down to your body. He's vicious on the inside. He's boned outside and uses reach as well. That is a monster, and he don't run out of shit. He keeps going. He's like the Energizer Bunny, man. Just keep going and going and going and going. And Shushu run out of juice like that against that guy. So
Shushu was a big favorite in that one. Minus 1,300 draft.
Look, Shushu, everyone getting hated on from the fucking Ohio crowd. They should shave that guy's beard down. That shit's too big. Oh, Abdul is such a fucking kid, eh? Still a kid. That's okay. Hopefully he can save the fight with fucking boots and his type of performance. His daddy, Kenny, taught him how to dress. Exactly. I think Cam Newton is his stylist. Fuck me. Hergovich. Latoma. Damn, son. It's going to be fucking Pacquiao versus De La Hoya. Natural born thriller. Fucking Pacheco, who he's fighting? Nobody. Nobody. Another weak-ass opponent. These dudes are too comfortable fighting weak-ass opponents, man. And what happens is what happened to Shushu. They brought his ass along too fucking slow, and now he just can't fucking go through the gears. Sean, who do you think is a threat to Boots, Ennis, Virgil, Funduro? Yes, the cocaine leprechaun McGregor is back. Um, I think they're both threats. Funduro, because of his a lot of the things we're praising Espinoza for, Funduro does the same thing. Right, long. He's utilizing his length and his jab more, but also those dangerous fucking uppercuts and hooks on the inside that he throws. That shit's dangerous, man. Right, dangerous. Virgil is obviously a killer, so obviously he's dangerous. I mean, truthfully, Boots should be both of them. Boots is long, Boots is fast, he's powerful, he's got more tools in his bag. But that doesn't mean you're going to win, right? You got chin tested versus fucking Xander Zayas. If you get chin checked by Virgil or Funduro, you might not get an opportunity to fucking do anything afterwards. That might be all she fucking wrote, right? So whenever you fight top level fucking fighters, especially guys that have power, it's dangerous, right? Dangerous. Would I pick those guys to beat him? Probably not. Right now, if I was looking at somebody who I think could beat Boots Ennis, I look at Bud Crawford, who's retired. Outside of that, I don't see anybody currently that I think could beat Boots Ennis at 154 or 160. But, you know, the expression seeing is believing, right? We got to see him put in the work. Because at this point, he's 29 years old, like Shushu. I mean, he was gifted an email title early on. Finally, he beat a legitimate world champion in his last performance, elevated him onto the pound-for-pound list. But that ain't the end of your career. You got lots of shit to do, man. Expectations for fucking guys like you are big. I think Connor and Max should be a good watch because they're strikers and there should be a lot of rolling around. Is Max Holloway the guy that Connor knocked out like one round or two rounds when they fought before? I know they fought before, but I don't remember the specifics.
Show up. I hope they'll show up and fight. You know, that's what I hope. Not just sit back on the outside and just box. You gotta go step on this.
No, Bell gonna sit back on the outside and not take fucking any risks.
So I got, you know what? I'm gonna go with Bell, man. I'm gonna count my guns. I'm thinking you're surprised. Wow, what do you got? So they didn't have a graphic for you if you were shaking it. I'm going with the young man, Abdullah Mason. I think he's just too much for Bell at this point. Decision or knockout? Decision. Very sharp young man.
Listen. I got love for both fellas. You know what I mean? But I think it's Mason's time right now. But you can't count Bell out. He's been hungry. He's been waiting for this opportunity for a long time. And that's a dangerous thing.
Wait, this place is not just all Mason. When they put Bell up on the screen, there was a true pop in the crowd. Again, DraftKings Live in all 50 states. New customers $5 or $200 in bonuses. Download the DraftKings Sports app. Use
Yeah, me neither.
When you sign up, DraftKings, the crowd is yours.
Oh, maybe it was that guy, Jose Aldo. Maybe you're right.
He has the appetite for smoke.
Do you think Janibek can beat Boots at 160? I think Janibek could beat Boots at 160, Sean. No, I think Ennis knocks out Janibek. Janibek is just too one-dimensional. As Floyd used to say, no frills. Obviously, Janibek is physically bigger, right? But still, slow feet. He does move, so that's an advantage. He is going to be bigger, so he should maybe be able to take the power shots from Boots more so than, say, Xander Zayas did at 154. I think he's better than Xander Zayas, but I still think he gets beat. I got Mason by stoppage. What was my prediction? Let me see. Mason, 5th round TKO. But mind you, I said Scooter Davis by 3rd round TKO. That went the distance. I said Tiger Johnson by 10th round TKO. That went the distance. I said Shushu by 9th round TKO. That went the distance. So hopefully I can get one right tonight. I mean, I got all the guys winning right, but the way they won, obviously I had that wrong. AJ, man, they should not be charging fucking people pay-per-view to watch AJ fight some bum motherfucker. Especially when you know they're going to make us pay pay-per-view to watch him fight. Oh no, Fury, that might be on Netflix, right? Okay. If that shit's on Netflix, then okay. Whoa. The fireworks ain't stopping. Look at that. That's the prettiest Ohio's ever looked. Nobody's ever said Ohio looked good before, but today it looks pretty. I went on a date with this girl, and we're at this park in Kaohsiung, and we're on a bridge, and I went in for my move to make like a kiss on her, and then she like fought me off. And then just as she did that, we're standing there in an awkward moment. Fireworks started to go off in the fucking crowd, like in the distance. I'm like, man, this would have been like a K-drama moment, and you fucking blew it. You ruined it, right? Like this is almost like I was a rich fucking Korean dude who paid them to fucking set the fireworks off. And this girl dropped the ball. So ever since then, I'm like, man, yeah, I can't be bothered. You ruined the moment. God damn, that girl looks fucking cracked out like fucking hell. Both boxing needs more tournaments like the Super 6. I agree. Yeah. Tiger should have stopped him. Tiger just wasted too many rounds not being aggressive enough. Just fucking being one-dimensional. Just like Shushu was fucking too slow, wouldn't let his hands go, was too passive, never went through the fucking gears. It's funny because John's going to fucking say people are hating on these guys, but literally, I'm not saying anything different than Tim Bradley, Bud Crawford, and Sean Porter. Those three brothers agree with me. Man, Fury and AJ should not lose in those opponents. They're fighting some bum-ass fucking dudes, man. They should easily be able to win. Well, my potatoes are cold. Let me just move this to the side. You guys can look at Lily's sweet for a second. I don't like eating on screen. I think it's rude. So I'll eat over here. With what now is mashed potatoes. Well, Andre, that's a good fight. I was saying, if he doesn't fight one of the Latino fighters at 147, like a Santillan or fucking Rocha, he should fight Norman. You beat any of those guys, and now you're right in fucking the number one position to get a Devin Haney fight. Who would win? I think Tiger Johnson is too skilled for Brian Norman. But that is a dangerous fight, my friends. I mean, Tiger Johnson never fought a top 10 opponent yet. So you step in and fight a guy like him. That's legitimate. Aw. I got extra fucking mashed potatoes. Nice. Damon, you're a sick, twisted motherfucker, aren't you? Talking about somebody's grandma that way. Can you hear me, Wayne? I don't have my earphones on. Are my gums slapping so much? Nom, nom, nom. I thought I was being discreet. No, I know he's talking about Lily. Ah, okay. I would feel embarrassed. Unlike Damon, my parents brought me up correctly. Hi. So, Damon, what did you think of Shushu's performance and Tiger Johnson's performance tonight? Were you impressed or not? And do you really think that that version of Shushu Carrington would beat fucking Inui? Well, the card has been a letdown, but I said that early on. They're not in with cherry pick opponents, not in with elite type of guys that they could get beat by, but they're not in with guys that they can easily run through either, which I guess is good. Even though if they were in with guys they could run through, it'd obviously be more entertaining. If this was a PBC card, they'd be in with low-level opponents who obviously would all end in knockouts. Look at Evan. Evan's buying into it. Watch two rounds out of fucking 22. Well, I think Abdullah Mason is too good for this kid, but this kid stylistically could make it another boring 12-round decision. But obviously, I think Mason still wins. But it could be a boring fight because Bell is obviously a long, lanky, rangy fighter, which is not perfect for a guy like Mason, who's still a young kid, right? Obviously, still developing, learning. Obviously, hasn't been in with a lot of great opponents already in his career. Impressed with Tiger with his execution. Shushu was too tentative, I guess, because of his getting rocked last fight. Tech Bell is decent. Shu is better than Tiger. Well, I won't say he's better. Offensively, he's more creative. But Tiger Johnson is sharper, faster, and more explosive, right? The problem is he's just like a 1-2 puncher for most of the fight. I was impressed with Hagtor today. He looked amazing when I watched. Man, nobody knows what you're talking about, buddy. Do you think Cordina would have been a better, more game opponent? Cordina would have made for a better fight, for sure. Yeah. Abdullah Mason would have potentially scored a knockout because Cordina would have brought the fight to him. With Bell, we don't know what he's going to bring. Most people feel he's going to fucking stay on the outside and be safe. Like, that's literally what Tim Bradley said. Salute. He's world-class, former two-time Shaq. Sean, whatever happened to all the love the Black channels had for Al and the PBC? The only one that still tries to glaze them is KO86 TV. Well, he's a fanboy for sure. That's what I called him out on fucking for day one when he was glazing the PBC like crazy. And it's like, dude, man, you're too much of a boxing fan to fucking be glazing a promoter like that. Nobody knows if Bell is better than Cordina. He's probably going to be just an opponent with a padded record that will lose. It's not that he's better, but stylistically, it doesn't mesh as well with Mason. Cordina stylistically would have made for a much more entertaining, explosive fight. Bell, the way he fights, potentially could be a snoozer, and we've already had 2 snoozers back to back. Well, that's it. Yeah, it's not that he hasn't tested himself, but apparently he's been ducked by everybody. He's pretty good, avoided for a reason, but I still think Abdullah wins. I want to see Kakache fight again. Well, he just fought recently. I don't think anybody watched that fight. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Walt Stevens Center here in Cleveland, Ohio for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated and brought to you by Miller Lite. Cheers to another round of Miller Time and presented by DraftKings. The crown is yours. This world title main event is sanctioned by the WBO. President Gustavo Olivieri,
Wow, that's Abdullah, man. Family kid. Not one of these fucking posers doing it for the culture type of dudes. He's about family first. You gotta respect that. Nice lighting. You didn't even show the ref's face. To be fair, though, Albert Bell probably deserves a world title fight more than Cordina does. Beautiful Cleveland, Ohio. Beautiful? I don't think I've ever heard Ohio called beautiful.
Introducing you first, the challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, presented in association with Post Boxing and TGB Promotions. Entering the ring wearing burgundy trunks with
Look, PBC's in his corner. That's probably why he hasn't got a fight. So would Albert Bell have beat fucking Cruz, who he was supposed to fight?
He is making his first attempt at a world title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the battle-ready WBO number 6 ranked lightweight in the world, introducing Albert the Prince Bell.
Let's see, where's this dude ranked? In real rankings. Cordina was number 1, Bell was number 6. Not ranked by the WBC. Not ranked by the WBA. Number 3 by the IBF. Andy Cruz would have fucking beat his ass. How come they didn't put Andy Cruz in with Abdullah Mason? Hey, ask yourself that question. Why'd they pick the opponent and not the man? Why wouldn't they put fucking Andy Cruz in with Abdullah Mason? because Top Rank ain't that stupid. They knew that fucking Bell was an opponent for Andy Cruz, and they know Andy Cruz is not a fucking opponent for Abdullah Mason. He probably would have beat Abdullah Mason. That performance versus Muratalla was very good. Muratalla showed up, showed out. Muslims can't be forced to shave. What do you mean? Sure you do. You hold their asses down, you fucking pull out the razors and shave it. Well, that's it. They don't want to risk the O, especially with not a full training camp versus Cruz. Cruz too dangerous. The teams know each other well. It's good you're giving the kid a shot. Albert Bell deserves a world title fight. Like, this is finally his chance, right? Show up, show out. Here you go, buddy. This is probably your one and only world title fight. Here we go. The fight starts now. Not really a reach difference between them. I think it's 74 against 73. But speed is definitely Abdullah Mason. Speed and power. We'll see what he does different than when he fought Sam Noakes last time. Because that fight was a great fight. Potentially fight of the year. Great performance from Mason. Got hit too much, so people were critical of the young kid. But it was a great fight, man. Great fight. Bella's kind of like Easter Junior. Hopefully this fight doesn't turn into a Bartholomew Easter Jr. fight. One of the worst fights in boxing history. Nice little uppercut from Bell. Abdullah Mason aiming for that body, smart move. This kid, long body, skinny as fuck. You figure going for that body is definitely his kryptonite. He is kryptonite. He really aiming for that body with that left hand. I'm pretty impressed with Abdullah Mason's composure. 20-year-old kid, real composed, fighting within himself. Good round. I got to give Mason the round. Started pretty fast considering it's round one. Has his game plan, really trying to aim for that body early. Bell, good counter punches. Once he got inside, he's really aiming for that fucking right-handed uppercut, trying to catch him on the inside. So far, both guys look like they have good game plans in place. Well, too early for what? To win the fight? I don't think it's too early to win the fight. It might be too early for him to look sensational, to pull off a Boots Ennis type of performance, but it ain't too early to win the fight. Oh, his gloves touched the mat. He fucking threw a bunch and missed. He didn't get hit. Round 2. They should call Abdullah Mason the babyface assassin. Stepping on each other's feet. Southpaw orthodox fighters. Bell letting his hands go a little bit more now. Straight shots down the middle, smart, short and fast. Don't allow him to get countered. Don't worry about the head yet, buddy. Keep going for that body. Oh, nice right hand from Albert Bell. Good holding and hitting from Mason. Good head control from Albert Bell. Once Mason gets into range, first thing Bell does is head control. That's the experience right there. Good combination from Bell. Nice left hand from Mason. That's it. Once you're inside there, you gotta fucking head clash. Southpaw orthodox. Normal. The one thing that Mason could do better is timing of his jab, right? Like when I talk about why Lomachenko beat beat Haney, it's because he won the battle of the jabs. He was able to time Devin Haney with his jab, short and fucking very sharp, right down the middle, popping up Devin Haney's head consistently. Meanwhile, he was the guy who was giving up long disadvantage in reach, right? But because his jab was so sharp, it was able to totally take away Devin Haney's jab. In this one, neither guy has really been able to establish a jab yet. They're both using, obviously, their power shots. Hey, I said Valenzuela was going to win that fight. I think Valenzuela is a slept-on fighter who's very good, underrated. I thought his performance versus Gary Russell was very good. It was just Gary Russell was better, right? But of course, Gary Russell didn't get much praise for his victory anyway. So of course, Valenzuela got even less for a very good performance. Sean, how about put me to sleep? Let Lily and I go to bed early. Open the bedroom door, Sean. Door's open. Devin's body punches counted twice as much as Loma's, and they couldn't miss jabs by any. Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, only in that fight did they fucking really significantly talk about fucking body shots. How many fights have we seen where guys ignored body shots completely? What do you mean illegal punch? Stop. The good thing about this opponent for Mason is it's good stylistic matchup. Not easy fight, right? Technically difficult. Which for a young guy like him is good. It's good you get this kind of style fighter out of the way. So you can continue to learn and improve and find out what you can do better moving forward. Should have fucking threw the left to the body right there. The body shot, left hook to the body is there, man. When fucking my man throws that right hand, get that left to the body, dude. Come on, Abdullah. Get your head off the line, fucking hook that body. Boom! Dig it in. He's there to be knocked out to a fucking left-hand body shot. Right there. Oh, throw it, turn it, throw it. What are you waiting for? Don't worry about the head. Aim for that left to the body. Come on. He's throwing over the top, you should be throwing underneath. So far, neither guy looks very sharp with their work. Not like, say, a Tiger Johnson. Tiger Johnson looked real sharp. He's a sharp puncher with his jab and his right hand. Problem is he just needs to use more of his offense. Let that left hand be used a lot more. Good work from Bell, turning him, smothering him. Bell's fighting like a seasoned pro, making it very difficult. Lily will snore sometimes a little bit, but not much. Not like fucking Roxy. Roxy used to snore and fart quite a bit. You lazy bitch. She's excited because the security guard at a building we walk past to go to the park, he's really good with dogs, so he always has treats. So she got spoiled today with treats. A dude that I know has a business in Taichung, successful business, doing pretty well, I guess. He just bought a house in Malaysia because his girlfriend is Chinese Malay, and obviously she convinced him to move to Malaysia instead of staying in Taichung, where they obviously have been living for 10 years and have friends and a business and everything else. So they're moving to Malaysia, to Kuala Lumpur. But when he told me, and I wouldn't think about this, even though I know it's true, the whole dog fucking Muslim situation. Ridiculous. They moved into like a expat community, so then dog-friendly restaurants and cafes and everything within that community, right? But when you're outside that community, like they're going to stay with her father when they first moved there, they got to have the dog in a trolley, so it's like blocked in and covered because Muslims are so fucking manic about dogs. I remember I went to Thailand last summer and fucking watching the Muslims with dogs. It's like, fucking Christ, people, get a grip, man. Because, you know, Thailand, there's just like dogs hanging out near the 7-Eleven getting fucking air conditioning every time the door opens. So the dog's just like literally laying right there. And then, of course, came into 7-Eleven, and the woman that works there, they're just kids, right? Thai, they don't care. The dog comes in, it just lays on the floor. And these fucking Muslims were fucking losing their shit. It was like, get a grip, man. What's wrong with you? The dog's fucking laying on the floor. Like, there's zero fucking First of all, zero interest in you at all. And fucking, it's not looking hostile at all. But these people are just, as we say in Taiwan, Kong Kong. Kong Kong. Ata Ata. Albert Bell's fighting really well. Very experienced. Definitely making it difficult for Abdullah Mason to look good in his first title defense. I don't know if he's winning, but he's definitely a tough opponent. £120. Fucking monster. That's bigger than my last girlfriend. Oh, that was a nice straight left. Straight left from him. Gotta give it to Bell. He's fighting in there. Not making it easy. Not getting fucking pushed around. Abdullah Mason, you just gotta fucking find a way to get into range. I told you, get your head off fucking line. Throw that left hand to the body. Because every time he throws the right, it goes high over your head. You should be digging, man. Digging in there. That dude's fucking ready-made for a fucking body KO. I don't think he drops, but when he lands that check hook, that's when Abdullah Mason should fucking look. What's his dad saying? He's just throwing lefts to the body, digging in there. Yeah, dig that left in the body, man. When you're in range, you're fucking aiming for the head, but the body shot is there, man. Cover that shit up, disguise it like you ain't interested, and then lower fucking and dig it in there. This is the round I picked for knockout, so hopefully that advice his dad just gave him fucking pays off with a devastating body knockout. And Sean's prediction correct. 5th round TKO. He just got to work on his jab more. His jab's been ineffective, and he's not throwing straight fucking lefts, which he should against the southpaw. Drop that fucking. I mean, he's a southpaw. Drop that left fucking right down the middle. Do Pacquiao, head off the fucking line and fucking drop that shit down. They got fucking Bell winning every single round. Oh my God. Look at that, Mannix. Mannix is a hater. You could have easily gave 1 or 2 rounds to fucking Abdullah Mason. Easily. If this kid loses the Bell, Top Rank gonna fucking be pulling their hair out of their heads. But this is the problem with replacement opponents, right? How many times has that shit backfired on you when you had a late minute fucking replacement opponent, especially with a different style? Right there, get down, take that left hand to the body. Don't worry about the head. Take it to the body when you're in that range. Now, right there, there. Don't stop. Take it again. Yeah, take the step over. You know they're doing a rematch if fucking Abdullah Mason loses this fight. Hit that body, kid. Put in the work. must have landed a few punches. Bell's nose is bleeding. Bell's a fucking seasoned veteran, man. This puts in perspective how good Loma is. He's best guys like Campbell, bigger, height disadvantages. Is it because Bell is swinging for the fences with it? I don't think he's swinging for the fences. He's picking his moments, right, and letting his hands go. Loma could be going for Bell's body first, like he did with Nakatina. Mason needs to stop reaching for the head. If Bell fought like this, Muay Thai, he'd be disqualified. Well, that's it. I think you gotta like aim for the body a bit more. Round 6. My prediction is done. The way this fight's going, it looks like it's going to go the distance as well. Problem is, Abdullah Mason is just waiting for something to be perfect. Against a kid like this, you can't. You gotta crowd him, man. Gotta crowd him. You gotta get him fucking against the ropes. You gotta crowd him. Let your hand speed and your power, fucking combination punches go. Hit that body, break him down. Right now, you're fighting at his pace. You're letting him control the tempo. I mean, if you let fucking the tempo be controlled by Bell, that's fucking not a good thing. Bell showed lots of skills, good head control when he gets inside. This is experience versus inexperience, man. Finally, you threw a jab. You haven't thrown nearly enough jabs. I think Mason should be fucking throwing a lot of jabs. Timing right over that shoulder. Nice right hand from Bell. Abdullah Mason looks befuddled. What's my neighbor doing? You gotta counter that fucking right hand. That's an example of some say stupid shit, knowing they won't take to answer for it. One of JBV's favorite boxers looking average, looking very average, silly. I wanted him to show out too. Imagine paying $200 or $300 for this event when you could watch guys like nobody knows who you're talking about, buddy. Sean, what are your thoughts on John saying Mason was better than Loma when they were 20? Well, that take is looking fucking bad now, right? But that's what happens when all you do is try to fucking racially fucking hate on fighters that don't look like you. You eventually get exposed. All those PBC fanboys, all exposed. All those hype job PBC fighters they hyped up have all been fucking shown up. Yep, I like Loma. What? Round 7. There you go. That's what you do. Jab over fucking his left hand. What's Bud saying?
Do you have those one-sided as Chris Vance does?
I don't have to have one side as Chris Vance, but I got Bill winning right now.
How dare you? Maybe the swing rounds, certainly in between, but I mean, it just looks like Albert Bell is just able to take advantage of that aggression from Abdul Mason. That right hand in the counter, that just seems to be what Shaka Khan is.
Well, of course, if you can look at it, you can see how patient he is. You can see how calm.
Good body shot from Mason.
Mason get out of character sometimes and get reckless and impatient, and that's where they don't take advantage of it. And he knows where he's going to be at when he's going to be there.
Oh. Yeah. Bell's really trying to load up on that uppercut, trying to catch Mason jumping in. If he lands that clean, Mason's going to get dropped. Right there. Ooh, it was close. Close. Man, don't be surprised if Mason gets dropped by that uppercut. He's jumping in and fucking Bell's just trying to fucking time him. Well, now he's fighting with some fucking ferocity. That's what you got to do. Now it's like 7 rounds. You've already given up maybe 4 rounds you've lost. You might be down 4-2. Going into the second half of the fight. Meaning all Bell has to win is 2 rounds to fucking get a draw. 3 rounds to become the new WBO 135-pound world champion and walk away with one of those nice 250-year fucking American card Bell. Oh, I guess that's WBC. Never mind. Bell is crafty. He's totally crafty. He looks good. Well, we knew he was a smart fighter, right? The problem is Abdullah Mason isn't making the adjustments necessary to be effective. He's playing into the game. It's just allowing my man to do what he wants to do. And now he's fucking got that uppercut waiting for fucking Abdullah to come inside. That's why I said he should be throwing that left hand straight down the pipe like this all the time. Get your head off range and throw that. With his long reach, doing this, you're not going to get touched by anything. But fucking that punch right in the face like an up jab, that thing is dangerous. One of Manny Pacquiao's most effective punches of his fucking career. From a southpaw stance. That shit's fucking like a shotgun jab, man. At least now he looks like he's being more fucking explosive and powerful. There you are. Cut off the ring. Throw your shots with some fucking... We know that Mason's a dog. We saw in that Sam Noakes fight, he really bared down. Holy crap, man. He really got fucking Mason getting beat. And also, you should be bullying this kid, man. Skinny dude, long, rangy. There you go. Crowd's fucking into it now. They see the momentum is changing. Mason's picking it up. That left hand. Well, that's it. You got to sort of fight like Sean Porter against a guy like this. Smother him, fucking get in there, bump him, hit him, headbutt, jumping into his chest, make him feel uncomfortable. It looks like his nose is broken. Bell. Ever since that nose got broken, the momentum's definitely fucking changed up. There, taking that shot to the body. Good shots from Bell. This fight's heating up now. You gotta like fucking the dog that Abdullah Mason has. Like he's being physical, roughing the dude up, right? That's what you gotta do. Especially when you're struggling to fucking land anything effective. Good round for Mason. Making this kid struggle now mentally. Oh, it's heating up hard now, Evan. That was the end of round 8, so you got 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 rounds to go. And the way the momentum has changed, you could totally see Abdullah Mason stop this guy in like the 10th or 11th round. That nose is all fucked up with those straight left hands now. Boom. Round 9. See, you look at Abdullah Mason, he's doing what Shushu didn't do. Running through the gears, right? He's running through the gears, making it fucking difficult for the boy, making him question himself, right? That's it. Left to the body. Get in there. Left to the body. Yeah. He's holding you. You fucking got to hit that. Left to the body again. Got caught by the counter right hand, but we know you're a dog. We saw you do it versus Noakes. Now Bell's looking all hesitant and shit. Don't want to really fucking reach too much. Another left to the body. There you go. Yeah. Abdullah Mason looks like such a good kid, the babyface assassin, but you can see he's fucking got a bit of a killer in him. We saw how he grinded out that Sam Noakes performance And now how he's turned it up in this fight as well. Don't stop. Keep roughing him up. Don't let him get back into that rhythm. There you go. Hit that body. Chop down that fucking tree. Yes, good shots. Yeah, he's digging in good to the body. That's what I said, man. Pressure's turning up. Compared to the older fighters, Shushu and Tiger Johnson, this is what they fucking didn't have. This kind of mentality, right? Maybe because they were winning too easy, so they didn't feel like they need to fucking dig in deep to do something extra. But he's cranking up those body shots hard now. Nice right hand from Bell. Good round, Mason. Picking it up where he left off. Now Dad's excited. He's like, yeah, man, you got this kid fucking scared now. He's feeling that shit. He don't like it. Pick it up.
Yeah, hit that body.
Hitting on the hip. It's all fine unless the ref fucking says something. Round 10. Deep water now for Albert Bell. And I think deep water for Albert Bell. Albert Bell's punch volume is definitely fucking decreased. Now he's not letting those 3-4 straight punch combinations down the middle anymore. Afraid to take his arms off his body. We'll see what Albert Bell got mentally, if he's able to dig down and fucking do something. There you go. Nice right hand. See if he can still catch Abdullah Mason with that uppercut. Right there. He's coming in. Throw that uppercut between those gloves. I don't think Abdullah Mason at this point of his career would beat Muratalla. I don't think he beats, well, I definitely don't think he beats fucking Loma, Shakur, Keyshawn. I don't think he beats Cruz. Schofield, I think he could beat Schofield. The Cuban kid, I think he beats the Cuban kid. And it's not a criticism, it's just he's young, right? Obviously, he's definitely got the dog in him. I definitely like what I see today. Even though you're getting outboxed by a more veteran fighter, you're able to fucking dig deep and take over the momentum of that fight, which is impressive. Oh, big cut over my man's eye. Was that a headbutt or a punch? I never saw a punch. Championship rounds. Is my man going to be able to get him out of there? Ah, yes, headbutt. Tank? Well, that uppercut that he looks like he potentially could get caught by, if he gets caught by Tank Davis from that uppercut, which we know Tank loves, he's getting fucking flatlined. But stylistically, it's a good fight. But I could totally see Tank Davis fucking catch him with that right hand uppercut when he comes in and fucking knocking him unconscious. She's a fine sister. I don't know if I need that much attitude in my life right now, though. Clinching and boxing is so boring. If Bell ever tried to clinch me, I'm framing his arm, blasting him in the knees. We got to get rid of clinching and boxing. Mason, don't beat Zepeda. I think Mason beats Zepeda. Zepeda, the way he fights, is going to make it easy for fucking Mason to be effective. Bell is not making it easy for him, right? He's doing the opposite of that. But Mason is going to have much easier time versus a guy like Zepeda or Schofield, I think. Guys that bring it to him. Now Albert Bell is thinking more about survival than anything else. Maybe I won enough rounds early on. If I survive, I can win this belt. I just got to make sure that I don't get fucking knocked out. Good body shot from Bell. Uppercut now. Albert Bell's face is definitely disfigured. There you go. Turn him. That's it. Mason don't do so well when you turn him like that, but when you stand on the ropes, you're allowing him to be more effective. Turn him. Yeah, get out, turn. Get off the ropes. One round to go. Sean, how often do you drink? Beer, alcohol. Before I was drinking at least once a week, but now my drinking buddy moved to the suburbs, so not so much anymore. Sean, who was your favorite baseball player when you were a kid? Well, depends how far back you go. Most recently, Barry Bonds, now Shohei Ohtani. I love those 40-40 dudes. I like Cincinnati Eric Davis. Of course, I like the Blue Jays squad when they won back-to-back World Series. I liked Vladdy Guerrero, another 40-40 guy. What a terrible boxing card. Oh my God, Evan. Stop being so negative all the time. I was drinking twice a week, and now I'm cutting back to once a week. Is that a knockdown? Really? That could give up fucking the advantage you have, man. 10-8 rounds. Look, the dog is in Mason. He's bringing it. You gotta like it. You gotta like it. That's what you want to see in a brother, man. Go in there fucking trying to kill a brother. Unfortunately, Haney Shakur, they just don't do that shit. That fucking 10-8 round, man. Yeah, that's going to be the difference with fucking winning and losing on the cards. You can't call that a fucking... No. Oh, ref, stop. Ref, what? Come on, man. That's a terrible stoppage, man. He leaned on him, which made him fall down. Ref. That's terrible. As well as he fought, man, you fucking end the fight there. Like, the dude fucking leaned on him to push him down. Respect. Good performance by Bell. And that's what you want to see from the young man. Dog. Went in there to fucking get his. Did what he had to do. Change momentum. Hats off to Abdullah Mason. It wasn't the best performance, but he fucking definitely fucking grinded it out, which you got to do sometimes, man. It's like when Leonard fought fucking Hearns. He was losing that fight, losing. What he had to do was fucking grind it out to fucking get the victory. Boxing is so corrupt. Case-like corruption again. This did this Usyk fight. Sean, will you be watching me in Thailand one day? If you fight in Thailand, let me know. I'll go visit. For sure. That's it. Turned into a bully.
Champions find ways to win, and the youngest champ in the world dominated the championship rounds. Exactly. Not breathing heavy. This is what I love about the Jet match. This is what I love about the Nation family, man. All these guys got power, but they got determination. They got grit.
Well, you got to like the fact that he went through the gears, man, to get the victory, which is what those other brothers weren't doing in the fight. So did he really get... See, is he getting knocked down? Like, his arm is on his back, pushing him down in that one, in the first one. Sure, he got touched, but like, oh, okay, maybe that one, yeah, that's from that angle, it's definitely a knockdown. Hits him with that, and then leans on him, pushing him down. Like, he drove him all the way to the ground, man. Like, ref. Come on, man. That's fucking terrible. You're going to fucking count that as a knockdown. Of course, you're listening right now. Do you hear sound? Yeah, too quick. My favorite players were Will Clark, Charles Barkley, Barry Sanders. Oh, I love Barry Sanders. Walter Payton. I love running backs. Marcus Allen. Yeah. He like literally got his elbow on the back of his neck and drove him fucking into the ground. I mean, it's the ref's job to fucking do his job. It's not Mason's fault. But poor fucking job by the fucking ref. He should have fucking didn't even count that. You should have fucking allowed him to get up, understand that he's being driven to the ground. Well, when you think about the three fighters today that are all like, well, the four fighters today that are really up-and-comers from Top Rank, the one dude who really showed up and showed out was Mason. Shushu, disappointed. Tiger, disappointed. Derek Davis, disappointed. But Shushu fucking did what he had to do. Hats off. Good job, Shoo. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to feed the dog, go buy a coffee. So, thanks everyone for jumping in. I appreciate it. I will see you next week. I will go live sometime during the week, talk about this fight and upcoming fights that are happening coming soon. So, stay tuned. Thanks everyone, and have a good weekend. And let's go, England! England! Peace out, everyone. Later.